Oh yeah, I had to do it, as my son would say, "Daddy, Daddy, rewind." Boss with me, 95.7 The Boss. Tell the truth Tuesday.
All my life, I don't have no real enemies, but I know everybody is not a friend to me. I show my people love, that's why I always get it back. And I stand up for my family, one phone call, I will attack. And real, recognize real, so I don't see you haters. And I'm not talking about my brothers, I'm talking about these snakes. They smiling in our face, but turning us against ourselves. Killing all the black kings to keep the queen from getting out. We 40 cal, self-trained, so we don't need the army busting down my door. I wish these martial law try me. We some psychopaths, raised in the projects, and I ain't met them. Yeah, who can dodge attack? Hey, it's the year of the black power. We going all in, man, this shit is our. Hey, we moving forward, ain't no turning back. The island is born in America, being black. Hey, cause this the year of the black power. We going all in, man, this shit is ours. Hey, we moving forward, ain't no turning back. The island gets us born in America, being black. They call us militant and racist cause we still resist the brainwashing and genocide by this government. My people waking up and now at least be more conscious. With plans of unity, but still we must proceed with caution. And breaking the cycle of thinking like slaves. Gather a knowledge and nurture your brain to change the situation. That is what our race is facing. We in the nation where they shoot us first and first is later. Black lives nothing in their eyes, we just a perpetrator. And marching and holding rallies, no they not doing nothing. We tried to mark ways, people struggling. It's time to educate and elevate from all the hate. Our future generations is at stake. We don't have time to waste. Cause this the year of the black power. We going all in, man, this shit is ours. Hey, we moving forward, ain't no turning back. The island is born in America, being black. Hey, cause this the year of the black power. We going all in, man, this shit is ours. Hey, we moving forward, ain't no turning back.
95.7 The Boss. Oh yeah, if you go outside, you get darker. Oh yeah, you black. 95.7 The Boss. Boss with us on this. Oh yeah. Tell Tuesday. I'm gonna keep it rolling, y'all. Got a guest coming at 9 o'clock, excuse me, 8 o'clock. Martine, we'll be talking about some taxes. Tax season coming up, y'all. Let's be prepared. Boss with us.
The property was brought back to you. You know what I'm saying? So spiritually, when Jesus come back, it's the jubilee. It's the jubilee. Straight out the belly of the beast, all we was some hell raisers. Slept from the floor to the couch, and the sofa was the 12 gauges. 12 months to get my life right in them big cages. When I gave my life up to Christ, he gave me big faces, big changes, big races. Woe is me. Gave my life to sorcery, knew nothing about sobriety. A pride that you suppress with the things that I didn't try to be. I gotta be insane to the now. I gotta start being. Got to be more than I'm feeling. What I'm feeling, man, I'm feeling like giving to the children. What I'm giving, ears itching cause the sound of giving. I lead him to the cross with the mark. He gon' sell him, man. Strap up with the sword on my waist. I'm a driller, man. Catch a weight more than the case. Prosecution, a foolish man. It's caught up with the money, cause he here for tonight. But tomorrow, gone with the will. Free. It's the jubilee. Was a slave to my sin, but he set the captive free. Thank the Lord that I'm free. Set the enemy, I'm free. Set free. Jubilee was a slave to my sin, but he said the captive free. Thank the Lord that I'm free. Said the enemy, I'm free. Yeah. It's even shameful to be speaking about what they do in secret. Best believe it. When the light hits, who can really be that? Let you be it. Just to listen in, you gon' wanna sink it. Any thought of the enemy, you don't wanna think it. It's deceiving when his voice sound a lot like yours. Arm slipping, voice skipping when he changes tone. Recognize my voice, he says, preaching with a groan. I continue to rebuke Satan. This is your home, boy. Preaching with command and authority in my voice. Devil gotta leave when I speak, give him no choice. My life is not a game and my body's not a play. So, Chenzo Gubby dog, thank God I'm not a hey god. Jesus on my mind, I got demons in my radar. Harvest plentiful, won't be lacking is the labor. I'ma have a gold plate, coat at the table. If you give your head a minute, then I'll see you later. It's Jubilee was a slave to my sin, but he set the captive free. Thank the Lord that I'm free. Set the enemy, I'm free. Set free. Jubilee was a slave to my sin, but he set the captive free. Thank the Lord that I'm free. Set the enemy, I'm free. Yeah.
95.7 The Boss. Stepping on Toes 2025. No Job in 2025.
Okay. I'm at a loss for words on this one. Yeah. I'm at a loss for words on this one. Yeah. Hey, old flags, I wanna tell you something. Gonna take a seat and make sure you listen. I'm kinda nervous, don't know if I can do this. Well, gonna take a seat and make sure you listen. Already said that, all of my thoughts are slipping. I need a minute. What I'm trying to say is, well, I like the way we fight, boy. I like the way we vibe. I wonder if you like. Well, I wonder if you like. Well, I wanna touch. I'm doing too much. Okay, wait a minute. I got a crush. No, I wanna love you. Okay, I like you. I want you. I want you. And I need you. But I want to be with you. Take a minute, are you ready? And I don't care. They gon' say what they think. But anyway, okay, yeah. I know that you've been in some situations. Too many is gonna try your patience. Yeah, I know that you've been sitting thinking about it. Yeah, and I'd be lying if I didn't feel the same. So it's ain't that I can't blame you. You know how these females try to do. Try to take my kindness for weakness. You know the vibe on it rides on the weekends. I get it, I don't want the farce. Yeah, I see that and I'm like, run, Forrest, run. Let's get lost in the cushion. Don't let anyone in, don't post this. Oh, I think about us since stages. I know sex is so contagious to the new feelings. Let's take it easy, baby. Cause I ain't had something this good in ages. I often wonder what it's like to hold you close at night and to kiss you. After a long day of missing you. And when you're stressing, lay your head on my chest and let me reward you for all the lessons by showing you that you're a blessing. Cause I wanna touch. You know too much. Okay, wait a minute. I got a crush. So I wanna love you. Yeah, okay, I like you. I want you. I won't say that I need you, but I want to be with you. And I don't care. They gon' say what they think. Anyway, I'm just trying to be a lady. Okay, yeah.
The decision that you make and it might cost you your life. Y'all be on that rap talk, I'm only talking real life. Thought I finally opened, illuminated my insides, brighter than the sun. Right, my mind is where the sunlight jumped up on my body. I'm speaking higher than blue sky. My family think I'm losing it, drugs they think I'm using them. I'm making moves so accurately, dog. I think I'm losing them. I woke up by myself, no alarm. I hate excuse again. Fantasy folks is living and created by the Jewish man. Me, I'm living free as I wanna be. It's my birthright. No more turning a blind eye. Breaking free from the tail eye. Vision is my mission to pass on to all the future. Me, no gangbangers.
wanna be. Only kings and real queens. I'm put out the matrix, no hatred, it's called us Morpheus. Niggas is on that angel, that's those playing in pussy lust. Men turn into women, and women is with the women now. These mama boys is too soft to fight, can't put their pistols down. That's why I'm riding solo and vibing with other star seeds. Mental masturbation of others can't show the real me. Staying in my lane, manifesting my own reality. Can't let them get the best of me. So I publish a recipe for freedom. If you need it, receive it, then go repeat it. Government agents hate it, the kings can't be defeated. No matter how you kill us, steal us, deal us, or drill us, you never try to fill us. You're shooting because you fear us. There's no other reason for hating my skin. We the chosen ones created on this earth just to win. But we losing because we choosing to live our life full of sin. But the awakening is coming and we rising again. I said the awakening is coming and we rising again. Yeah, the awakening is coming and we rising again.
And the sin that we live in is simply ignorant niggas. Come on, y'all. We gotta be better than that. Let's go. The decision that you make, it might cost you your life.
You don't know how many times I've been cast down, cause I was looking for a way out. People dying in my hometown. You don't know how many dreams I let go. Like a king, they were shot so because I dream beyond the front door. World keeps spinning and smiling, and I ain't about to give up now. Keep this in mind, no matter what time the sun comes back around. I'm looking on the brighter days. I'm looking on the better days. I'm waiting for the sun to come and shine its light on the really dark night. Light it up, and let it shine on me. Light it up, I wanna see it shine, shine, shine. You don't know how many times I fell down. Someone that came down, cause I was hanging with the crowd. You don't know how I sat in church on Sunday, but when I ran into Monday, all my problems came to haunt me. The world keeps spinning round and round, so I ain't about to give up now. Keep this in mind, and no matter what time the sun comes back around. I'm looking for the brighter day. I'm looking for the better way. I'm waiting for the sun to come and shine its light on the really dark night. Light it up, and let it shine away. Light it up, I wanna see it shine, shine, shine.
Don't have it. What it is, they have to sand under your feet sinking. Thinking you standing on solid ground, you found that your Katrina's not reaching your dam. Bam. Body cams ain't stopping bullets, shots fired and do what they pulling. We do our best to move through, like good movers. We pull up and move through. Still, we unstoppable. Peace be still, we do the impossible. The mission is to heal the village, get our spirits and minds right. We stay looking forward, cause there's blind spots, not hindsight. Turn up just cold talk, but shine bright. We living in the moment, so you know the time's right. Every day we turn lemons into limelight. Write it up. Like the sun, we can't help but light it up.
I'm looking for the brighter day. I'm looking for the better way. I'm waiting for the sun to come and shine its light on the really dark night. Light it up, and let it shine on me. Light it up, I wanna see it shine.
Listen to 95.7 The Boss, coming live from North Omaha. We're going to be celebrating 10 years of broadcasting here in North Omaha. We're the oldest, longest Black radio station in Nebraska. And we want you guys to come out and celebrate with us. Tickets on sale, go to our website. You can go to our website, 957 FM The Boss, 957 FM The Boss. And you can get your tickets there. It's the Boss Badge. If you are an Aries or a Pisces, we want you to come to celebrate your birthdays with us. We got some great entertainment. Glenn Jones, Sherelle, Miss Lady Blues. Just added Ray Lavender, our style. We'll be able to, we got limited tickets. It's going to be an intimate engagement. We're going to be at the Relationship Corner, a new business here in here in West Omaha, 10850 Emmett Street, right behind the Ice House. So we're talking about 108th and Maple, that area north, the northwest corner, right by the McDonald's over there. We're going to be celebrating 10 years of broadcasting on 95.7 The Boss and 15 years broadcasting on 1690 AM The One. I built my first radio station on my house. Yes, on my house. I dug up my yard, put 10-foot copper rods in my yard, 20 of them, and connected everything wired and daisy chained 2 transmitters. Shouts out to Hamilton Rangemaster. And built my first station on my house. My first interview was with Mayor Sutlo. He came to my house. My studio was in my basement at the time. And so this is how I started over 15 years ago. No one believed in me. I got a self-challenge from my man Trip Reynolds when I was doing TV over at Channel 22. At that time, it was a live format. Now it's a tape format. After one of my shows, he came to me and he said, Mr. King, you're not reaching your full potential. After he said that to me, I took that as a challenge. I didn't take that as a put down. I took it as a challenge. And that very night, I prayed. I said, God, send me something that's going to teach the community how to fish, but also provide for my family. And the next day I met this gentleman. I was over at Big Mama's. That's when she was over on the Turning Point campus, the old Nebraska School for the Deaf, off of 43rd and Bedford. And I was waiting for my nephew because he was working over in that complex. And I was waiting for him. I was going to eat some dinner, eat some lunch over at Big Mama's, and short white guy came in. Yeah, short white guy. His name is Jack Dunn, came in. And Jack Dunn is a cool dude. Oh, yeah, without doubt. He makes sure that there's checks and balance in regards to government. He ran Progressive, I can't remember the last name. But he was an advocate in making sure that government was a great steward of our tax dollars. And so we always connected. And he told me about Part 15 technology. I said, what about Part 15 technology? He said, man, you can start a radio station without a license. I said, what? Because you need a license from the LCC if you're going to broadcast like we do here at The Boss. You need an LCC license. And so he told me about Part 15 technology, and I'm telling you guys, so you can take it and run, because that's what I did. When I heard the information, I manifested. Work time, like Terrence Crawford, we whooping feet over here. I heard about the knowledge, and then I went back home and I immediately started researching what's Part 15 technology. And Part 15 technology is radio wave. It's technology of a remote control. So every time you use a remote control, you're actually using Part 15 technology, which is a radio wave. I did my research. I found out what was the best AM or transmitter in regards to part 15, because part 15, the measurements is a tenth of a watt, 100 milliwatts. That's the power of part 15, by the way, a tenth of a watt. And at that level, you can broadcast without needing an LCC license, because usually you're going to go for a few blocks, maybe a mile, maybe. However, I daisy chained mine together and was good about 3 miles. And then Brian Newman, when he had the gas station on 30th and Ames, he'll let me put my transmitter on top of the gas station over at Amoco on 30th and Ames, and I would broadcast from there around the corner. So that's how I started out. Then I heard about this young man. Well, then I was over at Newman's, and I was talking to the fastest man in Nebraska, Willie Vincent, and his son was there. And I was telling him that, that's when apps was coming out. It was probably like 2009, 2010, and apps was coming out. And I was telling him that I want to get an app developed, and Willie Vincent's son said, "Man, my friend is developing apps in college." I said, "What?" So he connected me with his friend Trayvon McKay. Shouts out to the McKay family. Trayvon McKay at the time was a freshman at Morehouse. Yes, he was a freshman at Morehouse. I got in contact with him. He developed my first app, a 19-year-old. And so we always look back towards the next generation. I have always provided a conduit of opportunity for the next generation. Everything that we've been able to achieve, young people have had a hand in it. Without a doubt, baby, this is how we do it. So Trayvon, as he developed our first app, we blew up. We created, y'all call it podcast. I call it a community access radio. That's what I call it, community access radio, CAR. We had about 10 shows a week where I streamed on Ustream, and we streamed on our app. So that's how people listen to us, through our app. I was doing this before it was even called podcasting. We had 15 shows where people would come in and broadcast. We had the first gay show, Dirty Laundry. So we've been a trendsetter in broadcasting, but also making sure that we provide a conduit for this current and the next generation. We've been on the air for 10 years, and our goal is to continue into the future by making great decisions and sacrifice for longevity. So this is how we begun, and we're going to be celebrating the Boss Bash. We would love to have you guys come and support. You can get your tickets at our website, 957 FM The Boss, 957 FM The Boss. Get your tickets at our website and support 95.7 The Boss, because we support you. We are the voice of the voiceless. What everybody's doing today, sometimes that's why I like Kodak Black. He's giving up homage. Sometimes you gotta give up homage. So Martine, if I left my phone at home, so the door will be open, Martine. So if you're on your way, I'm gonna take a quick break. We got Martine Quartey coming in. We're gonna be talking about taxes, y'all. Boss with us.
Cruising on the highway after getting a bag. started thinking how it's crazy living life as a day. I thought about how I came up, this was so sad. I'm working to give my girls the life I wish that I had. I'm a mug, baby, I came up a scrub, baby. Mama on that sauce and daddy, I did get the drugs, baby, self-made. Self-made, I know something out of nothing. I remember sleeping on the floor with brothers, sisters, cousins. Full house for real. Sharing clothes and sharing meals. I remember slinging natties cause my bro ain't like his deals. Now I'm in the hill, looking over the city that made me. Could've died right in that jungle, but the Lord had to save me. North Omaha is what made me. How I survived, I don't know. I guess I had the strength to get my ass up out of that hole. By this time I'm shedding tears, trying to figure out why. Would I take care of my girls, wipe my eyes so they don't see me cry? I need my babies, that's why I gotta save them. Save them from this wicked world, so you know I ain't playing. I'm only in with him. Even if I gotta see him with it, they gon' make sure that his baby's straight. Yeah, I gotta save my babies. Yeah, cause ain't nobody save me, baby. No, it's up to me to save these babies. Yeah, so I'm gonna save these babies. Yeah. I get the water eyes when I look into my daughter's eyes. Compared to how I had it, I give my babies paradise. So I'ma fight to let my baby see the other side. Cause it ain't for them, no, no. It's my job to provide, protect, and adore them. And if they ever feel broken, I'ma restore them. Give them wisdom, teach them right from wrong. Integrity, show them how to right their wrongs. Make sure the morals in line. Your self-respect should be fine. Just love yourself all the time and keep your nose to the grind. Just know that life gon' knock you down, but you gon' rise to the shine. Yeah, you gon' rise to the shine. I need my babies, that's why I gotta save them. Save them from this wicked world, so you know I ain't playing. I'm all in with him. Even if I gotta see him with it, yeah, they gon' make sure that his baby's straight. Yeah, I gotta save my babies. Yeah, cause ain't nobody save me, baby. No, it's up to me to save these babies. Yeah, so I'm gonna save these babies. Yeah.
95.7 The Boss. We call this day Tell the Truth Tuesday. Without a doubt, baby. Oh, yeah, without a doubt, baby. 95.7 The Boss. So it's a beautiful day. It's kind of chilly out there, though. That song's called Save My Babies. Without a doubt. That's why we're here, to save our babies and to create conduits of opportunity for the next generation. I ask God sometimes while I'm driving, I say, God, why do I exist? What is my purpose? And if I didn't exist, I wouldn't have known I didn't exist. But since I exist, what is my purpose? My purpose is, oh yeah, to manifest my God skills. Without a doubt, baby. And that's what I'm doing. We're creating conduits of opportunity for the next generation, just like the generation before me left me an opportunity to be great. Without a doubt, baby. It's tough being great. It's tough being great. Greatness comes from North Omaha, without a doubt. District 2 specifically, because that's where I grew up. All the stereotypes, all the bows and arrows, all the criticism, that's where I grew up. All the stereotypes, yes, persevere. Bring Back the Love tour is coming, y'all. Next week, next Thursday. You can get your tickets at Levelle Music, Levelle Music. Porch Group Entertainment, they're bringing back the love. We need some love, y'all. They bringing in some R&B singers, of the who's who. If you guys haven't heard Levelle is an up and rising R&B star, without a doubt. So you got to catch him now. Catch him now, y'all. up and coming star, big in Kansas City and in the down south. He's coming up here over to the Holland Performance Arts Center, supporting local business. 12th and Douglas, February 13th. They got Rough Ends. They got Ro James, Karen Wright. I'm not your superwoman. Yes, you are. You my superwoman. And tomorrow is Winning Women Wednesday, and we have a lot of superwomen. I'm not your superwoman. Man, boy, if I could sing, Dave Hollister, and then again, bring back the Love Tour. Lavelle is going to be headlining out of Kansas City. I told you I got the key to Kansas City. I got the key to Kansas City. So come out and support. If you want to hear some R&B, those who's going to be in the house. We'll do some things. And then, I'm in the room. I'm in the door. So you never know what perks. I'm going to talk to the promoter today. We'll probably be giving out some free tickets. Next Thursday, February 13th. Oh, yeah. Bring back the Love Tour featuring Kansas City home Lavelle, Rough Ends, Ro James, Karen Wright, Dave Hollister. Oh, yeah, February 13th. Make sure you get your tickets at lavellemusic.com. lavellemusic.com. That's where you go. And, of course, what else is happening? I know you guys see that sign. Last Friday, I put in turned in my petition over at the Election Commission. Friday, I let everybody know that it's game time. Y'all lucky Lami's in here. God rest his soul. It's game time though, baby. And I love competition. And so you will be seeing a contrast between, the different candidates. District 2, there got to be some more, thoroughness, in regards to, politics. We cannot keep doing the same thing and expecting to get different results. So you're going to see a contrast of different, individuals. I left my phone. So Martine, if you come in, the door is open. If you're on your way, the door is open. I left my phone at home. So this election is important. This is the most important election in your lifetime. Like I said, this presidential election. But local politics is way more important. And so you're going to see a contrast of different, ideals on what people want to do. I'm going to tell you what I have already done. And it's not that I'm taking credit for someone else's work, because I learned early in college, at Bryan High School, because Bryan High School at that particular time was a college prep school. So when you wrote research papers, you have to give credit to those that you got your information from, and you put them in the footnotes. You give credit to those that have provided literature or knowledge before you, and you using their information because it's based off of some kind of science, some proven science, or history has proven as valid. So you got to give credit to your elders, those that came before you. And this is the only way to have longevity, is to have respect for elders, but also provide a conduit, an opportunity for the next generation. The statistics here in District 2, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself when it comes to lead, North Omaha, East Omaha. Omaha has been labeled a Superfund site by the federal government because of the high contamination of lead. None of the candidates have correlated, or none of the candidates have come out and talked about their plans to put 11-year-olds in prison. The county already spent $100 million of your money wasted on a building downtown they're not even using. And we keep sending the same people in office over and over, and it's affecting our tax dollars. It's affecting our standard of living. Everybody always want to talk about how great Omaha is, and the unemployment rate is at 4%. But if you look at District 2, you're looking at 13%, 20%. In different wards, there's just different statistics in regards to unemployment. But we all know that isms are a part of that decision making. But also, we cannot participate in their system in regards to the criminal justice system, in regards to being defendants. Let's be more lawyers. So when it comes to criminality, I'm a former probation officer. I've written thousands of precinct investigations. I know how to investigate. I have relationships with the current personnel at the courthouse because many of the judges I work with as a probation officer, a few of them. I know the county attorney because I work with him as a probation officer. I have relationships with these individuals where others don't have a relationship with them, and always come from the stance of criticism. Now, a lot of people want to criticize Don Klein because he's our county attorney, and he's that county attorney. That's his role. And if you were a county attorney like Kamala Harris was, you have to prosecute people. And with that job, it's not I'll say a likable job per se, because you're prosecuting people. You're prosecuting their families, and their families are selfish, and they want their kinfolk to get out of jail, even though they just murdered someone or raped somebody. And they have evilness in their heart against the county attorney because their loved ones are going to jail. But I'm a former probation officer also. As my mama taught me, life is hard when you go out and make it that way. Don't blame nobody else because you're in the system. You had your own decision. But we've taught over here that you don't have to accept responsibility. You can break the law here in America and you can get away with it. That's a perception. But one day they're going to come and get you. So everybody talking about criminal justice, and their stance is to lock them up. Like they were doing like Trump, lock them up. Or they were doing Hillary when she got caught, lock her up. Lock her up. Everybody want to lock somebody up. We got too much locking up as far as in my heritage. And the last individual, my mama, who come from the plantations in Mississippi, the plantation house still stand. You talking to a different man. I ain't no sucker duck. I'm not a coward. I'm brave, without a doubt. I'm a strictly warrior. And I got that from Midland Lutheran College, especially learning from Martin Luther, who separated from Catholicism. Sometimes you got to be the bigger man than the other men. So on this Total Truth Tuesday, this day is about you, about being honest with you. If you need to change your friends, if you need to go get chemical dependency help, if you need to complete your education, this is about being honest with yourself. If you need to forgive someone or you need to apologize so the family can heal. Whatever it is, today is about being honest with yourself. You can expect other people to lie, cheat, rob, kill, murder, incest, abort. This is earth. So you have to be honest with yourself because you're with yourself every day. And then there's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. If I didn't get the criticism from Tripp Reynolds, I wouldn't be on the path I am today. He challenged me to be great. He challenged me that I'm not reaching my full potential. And I knew he was telling the truth. Sometimes people tell the truth to you, you might not want to hear, but it's constructive criticism because it's the truth that builds you up. It is a criticism that builds you up. It's a criticism that recognize that you're not reaching your full potential. See, we put it in practice over here. They always say the student athlete is the dumbest. No, we're the smartest because we got to deal with time management also on the field as in the classroom. And then you got to put in study time, family time, and all the other variables of life. So it's Total Truth Tuesday. It's about self-healing. We got to do some self-therapy. And if you need to talk to someone, be purposeful in making that happen. 988 is a number you can call, sponsored by Boys Town. And if you need anything domestic, 211 is the number, sponsored by United Way of the Midland. So when it comes to criminality, you're going to hear other candidates with the same rhetoric, lock them up, lock them up. We're going to be coming out with our plan. We should hear this week, hopefully today or tomorrow, that we're officially on the ballot. I did turn my petitions in. And it's game on. It's going to be a fun time. But one thing I'm not going to do is, because I do the work, I've been doing the work. Right now, my allies around me said that I need to talk about the work that we have done because it's just natural. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I've been involved with on the front end. Now, other people make the decisions on what happened, especially when it comes to politics, especially when there's another layer of decision making. So when it comes to the African American Commission, the African American Commission was not started by Justin Wayne. It was started by Helen Wakefield. Helen Wakefield came to Justin Wayne with this idea because she served on a commission in Chicago. So they give credit to Justin Wayne, but Justin Wayne knows where he got the idea for the African American Commission. I have a letter in my possession which shows the original founders of the African American Commission. Regardless of if you have the idea or not, the governor appoints who's on those commissions, regardless if it's your idea or not. This is how government does. They take your ideas, they turn to statutes, ordinance, or they turn to acts or laws on the federal level. They take ideas from the private sector. That's why we have lobbyists on all levels of government, because they bring in ideals from corporations, from the medical, pharmaceutical industry, the energy industry, whatever it is, they're advocating for their constituents or their investors. This is how it is. All politicians' legislation is not from them; they're from supporters or people that have the same interests of them as them. Excuse me. So when it comes to politics, you have to work with the private sector. The public and the private sector has to work together in order to get things done. So I was a part of the original founding members that helped Helen, and she wanted the original founders to be part of the board, but we was not selected. I think a couple were selected, but I wasn't. And I just do the work and keep it moving. Sometimes you gotta be part of the development and keep it moving. I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back with you.
Talk the streets for a minute. It all started off. Used to be wanted to get cash. Daddy grew up with up the clip pass. Slugged for this whole front door and gave me whiplash. His homies tried to jump on the G. Right after gym class alone. Out here balling on the thing. Yeah, we going through now. Never thought things would change. He backed me up when I was in court for letting them hang and swing. Beefing with them, they knew my name, his name. I was a little badass kid. I could get some dope, test them, kiss you goodnight. But I miss you, told having the game on by. Sending figure folk, homies that you looked up to, was ass flipping coke. He was a big fish out with some small fries. They plan was to murder this kid, and I was the fall guy. And I remember the night that I was hard time, this 5400 block, the apartheid. But these are the days, he hit the back streets, his coach said he had real potential to be an athlete, and he still do, cause he turned this hood into a track meet. And guns and amigos down, you could ask Chief. So if you're living so fast, you need to slow it down. Heavy is the head that wears it, but you can hold the crown grinding on these north side streets. It's hard to maintain, little kids is out here dying. It's all the same thing, but I could look in his eyes. See the judge her, he never knew her breath was blood. She caught the slug first, the pain was just too much to bear. But the drugs work, walking through the gray yard at night, just to hug dirt. Through all the years with my fallen peers. When you get the call, you know the dawn is near. I give it all to have my partners here. Paul Bear sitting in Carmen's chair. This killer part, we some martyrs here. I know my homies done, been through a lot. But we still stand, my baby mama there. She need a real man, but ever since Jimbo been gone. And they kill brain, it's hard to even focus on you, let alone feel pain. Cause even on the sunniest days, I can feel rain and they say, keep my head on the clouds. Good times are healed, Jay. My times is now, we gon' have it all. My time is now, and I'd rather ball. So they say,
so things start getting clearer. So things start getting clearer. So things start getting clearer. I'll be looking through the smoke that's in my mirror. So things start getting clearer. So things start getting clearer. So things start getting clearer. I'll be looking through the smoke that's in my mirror. Things start getting clearer.
One person is dead, another person has been arrested after a shooting early yesterday morning. About 4 o'clock, gunfire at the
if you owe child support in America, they will not give you a visa or a passport. They cannot leave the United States if you owe child support. And that affects men, majority of men, and especially 95% the boss. We'll keep it rolling, y'all, on this Tell Truth Tuesday. Boss with us.
I'm trying to blaze on. Can you feel the vibration? Standing on a firm foundation. Raise the vibration. Ay, run it up, get it up, ay. Get to the bag and fill it up, ay. Push it up, rip it up, tear it up, burn it up, manifest all of it. Answer the call of it. Raise the vibration, I hope I didn't spoil it. Take a little break and give it the boiling. Feeling on another level, charged up. Never underestimate how deep the root can't dig them up. Papa showed me better than he told me, man, I'm living proof. Manifest reality, I promise I'm the living truth. Can you feel feel the vibration, standing on a firm foundation. Raise the vibration, vibration, vibration. Can you feel the vibration, standing on a firm foundation? Raise the vibration, vibration. Said I'll rise up like a phoenix out the ashes. Seen all of my scars and know the history is tragic. Magic past my limitations, they call it magic. I call it manifesting, I call it man I'm blessed with. Everything I wish I had when I was adolescent. I see the bigger picture now, I'm passing all the tests. They asking all them questions, harassing and arresting. I'm just blazing up, trying to fly out this dimension. I'm trying to blaze on. Can you feel the vibration? Standing on a firm foundation. Raise the vibration, vibration. I'm trying to blaze on. Can you feel the vibration? Standing on a firm foundation. Raise the vibration, vibration. I'm trying to blaze on. Can you feel the vibration? Standing on a firm foundation. Raise the vibration, vibration. I'm trying to blaze on. Can you feel the vibration? Standing on a firm foundation. Raise the vibration, vibration.
Oh yeah. Tell the Truth Tuesday, y'all. Mackie, what's going on, bro? You know, we broadcasting on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. Broadcasting everywhere. And of course, we're on 95.7 The Boss. 10 years, we'll be celebrating, y'all. So I want you guys to come out. Get your tickets now. March 29th. Glenn Jones, Sherelle, Miss Lady Blues, R-Style, Ray Lavender coming here. Oh, yeah, Omaha, Nebraska. We celebrate 10 years, 95.7 The Boss. The oldest, longest black radio station in Nebraska history. Couldn't done it by myself. We got, all kinds of sponsors. All my original founders are not just black, not just white, not just Asian, or they are American. Yeah, Americans. Love yourself today. Tell Truth Tuesday, y'all. No one can love you more than you. So be intentional on being honest with yourself. All right? 95.7 The Boss, man. We do it for real. So you get your tickets again at 957 FM The Boss, 957 FMTheBoss.com. I don't be begging a lot. I do be begging though sometimes. But it's a major fundraiser for our station. We want to get, make sure our equipment is up to date. And then also we want to get some new remote equipment so we can report you. Yeah, we want to report you. We ain't want to gossip though, but we want to report what you're doing, the goodness that you're doing for our community here at 95.7 The Boss. You have to be intentional. So get your tickets, the Boss Bash. Oh yeah, the Boss Bash. I want you guys to come out all looking smooth in your boss gear. And then we call the women bossettes. Yeah, we call them bossettes. Like women, men. Women, they gotta have more letters. They gotta have more letters than us. So on the Point Entertainment, I see 95.7 The Boss, man. We coming live here from North Omaha. Again, as you see my campaign sign, I'm running for District 2. Bridging the gap, building a future. Yeah, I throw my hat in. They're gonna be whining, complaining today. Oh, you got the, well, shit, get your own platform. You know what I mean? Get your own platform. Use Facebook. Life in the city. No, we're gonna be behaving like God wants us to behave. Get your tickets for real. The Boss Bash celebrating 95.7, the Boss 10th year anniversary, 16th, 15th anniversary, and then it's going to be my 60th birthday. Yeah, it's going to be my birthday too. We want you guys to come out to celebrate your birthdays with us, March 29th. All you Aries and all you Pisces. If you want to celebrate your birthday, if you're a Sagittarius, come on, celebrate your birthday early or late. I don't care. We want you in the building. Glenn Jones, Sherelle, Miss Lady Blues, Ray Lavender, our style will be performing that night. Then also, I'm going to be premiering. We're going to be premiering a movie called Schizo. I'm in that movie, y'all, and it's a fun movie. It's a comedy horror. It's a comedy horror, and I'm the comedy. Yeah, I'm the comedy. So, Schizo, we're gonna be premiering that. We shot it down right here in this community, Carter Lake, actually. Jackson Takeout. Make sure you guys go get you some food down Jackson Takeout. I'm hungry, man. What y'all got cooking down to Jackson Takeout today? So March 29th, the Boss Bash. We want everybody to come out and be bossy, baby. We want you to come out in your best gear, your furs, whatever, your Stacy's, whatever, your FUBU. We want you guys to come out and celebrate with us. It's a fundraiser. We're going to have free food. Rib Shack Smokehouse is going to be providing the food. We're going to have some physical tickets at LaFleur's at Daly's pretty soon. Tickets are $60 donation. You get free food with that $60 donation, a movie, and you're going to get a host of entertainers that night. Act after act after act after act. So we want you guys to come out and celebrate with us. The Boss Bash. Man, it's our 10th year anniversary. I want you to come and celebrate. Our format is to provide a conduit for the next generation to be the voice of the voiceless. And we've always highlighted those that have been manifesting their greatness in our community, business people, promoters, church folk, pastors, politicians, no matter who you are. I have never said no to anyone in regards to the mic, because I'm not going to perpetuate what you did to my ancestors, what you did to my mother. 95.7 The Boss, we made different for real. I'm made different for real. I'm self-made. I surely ain't getting no money for no packs. I don't even know a pack. If there's a pack out there, holla at me. Y'all can advertise. Pain, you can go to King for Omaha. King for Omaha, that's where you go and get more knowledge of our campaign, King for Omaha. You can sign up to be a volunteer. Pretty soon you better make a donation. You better make a donation by Friday. I want to make sure before I take anybody's money or ask for any type of donation is that we got everything official. We got everything official. So that's the only way we can have longevity, without a doubt. So once everything comes official through the election commission, so we should hear something shortly, hopefully today. If not today, I know in the next couple of days on the validations of the signatures that I turned in. Then after that, it's teamwork, baby. So we're going to need volunteers. I'm still looking for a headquarters. I'm still looking for a headquarters for our campaign. And if it doesn't happen, then I have to go with Plan C. But if you get anybody, if anyone that has a building where we can house our campaign, let us know. I will not forget who helped me, without a doubt, and I will remember who did not help me. You know, that's just human nature, y'all. We honest over here. Today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. So I am going to remember, because I've been taught by my elders, and those in the political world and those that's in the real world, as my surrogate father. And I've been taught that Remember, and you need to learn this lesson also because you can't forget those that help you. My mom always taught me if someone treats you good, treat them better because you might need them one day. My mama batting 1,000. So our word is bond, y'all. And as we move forward, let's do the right thing. We're gonna go to some more music. Just got a text from Martine. She's on her way. We're gonna be talking about some taxes, y'all. Taxes. April 15th is the deadline. I know I gotta do my taxes. Martine will keep you straight. Without a doubt, integrity. That's a staple of our business. You want to make sure it's done right the first time. So that's why, that's why I get my taxes done by Martine Quartey. You'll hear more about her business when she arrives, y'all. 95.7 The Boss Show. I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back with y'all. Boss with me.
Sure that you stole my heart. You're the thief, came in without a key. Know what you took from me. Sure that you stole my heart. You're the thief. Just give my heart back to me. Just give it back to me. Just give it back to me. Sit right up under my nose. I was still able to breathe, but she's that much harder than me. Guess she wasn't better than me. Guess she wasn't ready for me. Just wanted to see what was free. Why would you take it from me if you got plans to replace it? You ain't trying to protect it. You don't want to embrace it. You just want to possess it. It was golden. He's gonna police. My shit was stolen. You're a thief. Came in without a key. Know what you took from me. But sure that you stole my heart.
You're a thief.
Came in without a key. Know what you took from me. Sure that you stole my heart. You're a thief. Just give my heart back to me. Just give it back to me. Just give it back to me. Hey, I should've knew right then. My heart was skipping the beat. There was a under my feet. Guess all in the moment of heat. Guess you were the one that I needed. But as far as I could see, it was so sacred to me. But you ain't hold no secrets. You just wanna expose it. Damn, I look stupid. Social media knows it. This house wasn't no doubt. You just broke it. And my shit was stolen. You're a thief. Came in without a key. Don't know what you took from me. But I'm sure that you stole my heart. You're a thief. Came in without a key. Don't know what you took from me. But I'm sure that you stole my heart. You're a thief. Give my heart back to me. Just give it back to me. Just give it back to me.
You listen to 95.7 The Boss. Girl, you're a thief. You stole my heart away from me. Louis L. Mackin, man, we got some great talent here in our community. Without a doubt. If you are a artist and you want to get your music on air, send it to me, William at 957theboss.com. That's William at 957fmtheboss.com. Also, you can get tickets to the Boss Bash, man. Tickets to the Boss Bash. We got limited tickets, $60 donation. You can write it off your taxes. We're going to have great entertainment. Glenn Jones, Sherelle, Lay singing Miss Lady Blues, Ray Lavender, Art Style. We got a full food, free food, cash bar. All the donations goes to making sure that we are here another 10 years. We are the oldest, longest Black-owned radio station in Nebraska history. We want to make sure that we continue the movement. Without a doubt, if you want to start your own radio show, we also are providing that conduit for you. If you are a business person or those that have experience where you can teach other people how to fish, we want to talk to you about broadcasting on 95.7 The Boss. We have several new shows that have started, but we want to make sure that we are a station that is teaching the community how to fish in whatever discipline necessary. And so we're still looking for a relationship show because domestic violence is the most unreported crime, and we're having a lot of problems on the domestic front in regards to relationships. So we're looking for a relationship, a mental health show, because sometimes people have a fear of going to a counselor, but there's nothing wrong with talking to someone. And so we're looking for a lawyer, a law firm to create a law show. And so you can brand yourself as the top lawyers in this market, but also potential customers can call in and ask questions. And so everyone can benefit from the knowledge that you give. We're looking for a health show, a medical show. We're looking for alternative medicine show. So if you are into holistic medicines and holistic herbs and minerals, and you can teach the community how to, heal using God's plants, then we're looking for you. We're looking for shows not only in Omaha, because sometimes, people around you, they don't love you as they should. Jealousy, envy, and all these other human behaviors cloud their opportunities. And so if you're outside this community, Council Bluffs, the suburbs, or anywhere in America or anywhere in this nation, if you want to start your own show here on 95.7 The Boss, you can get it done. You can get it done. Knowledge does not have no geographic barriers or borders. And so if you're in Mississippi, Alabama, Utah, Maine, no matter where you are, if you want to start a show on 95.7 The Boss, and you got a national brand, you got a national product or service, then this is going to be a benefit from you also. So we will be having people from outside Omaha spreading knowledge, because sometimes jealousy, envy, all these other human behaviors stop, potential business. And that's why we always talk about on Mondays, Making Money Mondays is bartering, partnering, collaborating. We talk about those behavioral things that will actually bring dollars and cents. All right. So this is the type of leadership you're going to get from Brother King. Of course, I can be emotional and I will be passionate about issues that I know that's going to change our community. But also I know how to negotiate. I know how to partner and barter and how to collaborate and work together as a team to get things done collectively. We are a community, even though we are 7 city council districts. We still represent the whole city. When I pay taxes, I go all over my city You can't tell me I can't go nowhere racist. I'm coming, and I'm coming with the armor of God on. See, I'm not afraid of y'all chumps, and I can't even believe y'all scared of a man that y'all never met. That what really gets me. Y'all afraid of a man y'all never met. So let's stop the fear. Let's stop the fear that's being perpetuated over and over. I'm telling you, if you're a boss listener, read the legislation. Read the legislation. We got candidates that's going to be talking about economic development. But ask any of the candidates, have they started a business and grown a business? Everyone want to talk about economic development, but just ask a simple question. Has any of the candidates for District 2, have any of them started a business or grown a business? So you can't talk about what you're going to do when you haven't done it. You can't say you're the expert and you have the foresight when you haven't done it. That's like y'all saying y'all gonna beat me in dunking when I'm the greatest dunker around here. I don't care who you is, 18 or 60. If you haven't done it, you sure ain't gonna beat me. So you're gonna have candidates saying, "Oh, economic development, we need this, we need that." But have they started a business? Have they grown a business? Ask that question. Sometimes we gotta be real simple. Are they working for someone or are they working for themselves? Have they created employment for someone else or have they been the employee? North Omaha District 2 need business, man. We got a high conflex, I don't know what that word means, but I'm going to use it, of nonprofits, baby. We got too many nonprofits, and those nonprofits are great. However, they still need funding. Small businesses create jobs. We need to fund more small businesses. I will fight hard to make sure we put buildings all the way up on 24th Street from Cummings to Ames. We need to build infrastructure. We need to build parallel infrastructure and not talk about it, but be about it. And we need to work with the mayor to get it done. You got to work with the mayor. You have to work with the mayor. It's imperative that you work with the mayor and the other 6 city council people to get things done for District 2. It has not happened. Over the last 16 years, the incarceration rate for Black men has risen. It is the only place in America where the incarceration rate for Black men has gone up. Omaha, Nebraska is the only place in America where the incarceration rate has gone up for Black boys and Black men. I know we got organizations talk, oh, crime is down, crime is down, but who and why? 43% of our children in foster care are Black, and no one's talking about that. We got candidates marching. Now, I did have Pastor Perkins in here. See, I ain't gonna hide. I ain't gonna throw a rock and hide my hand. No, we had Pastor Perkins in here, and we had a lengthy discussion a passionate discussion. Check it out. Ain't no sucker duck over here, without a doubt. And we ain't gonna run away for nothing. Especially when you know you stated on truth. So I got a call last night, y'all. See, I'm from this community, and they asked me, was I in the march? Now, I'm in tune with everybody, y'all. Those that's on the ground level, those that's in the big house. Now, people on the ground level, the grassroots people that's working for those that are been taken advantage of, they looked at the march as a slap in the face because they having problems with the current administration taking responsibility for what's happening over at City View. Now, I know the mayor said that it's not their responsibility. I mean, you can see it. But I think they have started working together. It's going to take pressure from individuals like Sherman and Miss I think it's Don Beck. It's going to take that kind of advocacy to bring attention to those that are being taken advantage of. And we got rich people that own property that don't live in this community that are taking advantage of our neighbors in this community. So we got to look at on who can buy property around here. America don't allow, well, I think the governor don't allow foreigners to buy farmland. We shouldn't allow landlords to just invest and they don't live here. He has some skin in the teeth, some skin in the game. If they don't live in this community, they should be able to maybe have all this rental property and take advantage of people. So when it comes to community policing, my idea when it comes to community policing, if we're going to be really proactive, if we're going to change the climate of policing and the perception of policing, it's got to be a behavioral shift. If you're going to police our neighborhoods, you need to live in our neighborhoods. And that's one thing I will put an ordinance in and advocate to the mayor, whoever he or she is, that those officers need to live in the community. Similar to when I was in Fremont, Nebraska, all officers lived in the community. In Fremont, you can see the police cars in the driveway is a deterrent. And that's one thing I'm going to advocate. If you patrol North Omaha, you need to live in North Omaha. You need to live in District 2. Or in an adjacent district, you need to live in the suburbs or in another state and patrol our community. No, we need people that live in this community to get jobs to patrol our own community. And then we'll get rid of some of the isms that go on. And if police talk about corruption, y'all need to check out your own. So this is the kind of advocacy I will put. If you have police officers that live here, that live in this community, now they got police cars all in their driveways, all over District 2, crime will be deterred. That right there will deter crime, y'all. See, my degree is in behavioral science, and my mama could not read and write, so she made sure I was smart. And Midland Lutheran College made sure I was smart because they didn't give out no grades. You get to earn them. So as a sociology student, I understand the subsets and the traditions of populations. So it's getting a little bit more vocal out there. I've been seeing Yeah, if you want a boss sign, let me know if you want a boss sign. I can get you. We actually gonna have some boss signs too. But if you want a political sign, I got my Witten King vote for District 2. Let me know if you want a sign. We put it in the yard. My signs are unique. I came out with them late, so I didn't want nobody copycat off of me. So if they copycat, y'all know who did it first. You know, if they copycat, now you know they're gonna copycat. And that's why I care about my signs. You know, I just didn't come out with them early because I'm coming down south. See, this is how they do it down south in Mississippi with my mama, where they had her in slavery. All the politicians, they put their face on there and the name. I'm going back home, baby. I'm going back to the plantation. This is where the campaign starts. This is where the plantation starts. I mean, the campaign starts. Our campaign is a movement. This mine? Mm-hmm. Our campaign is a movement. You know what I mean? So regardless if I win or not, I plan on winning because, you know, I'm a competitor. And I love to compete. However, it's time to win, y'all. And then also I put a warning out. I'm coming out with some if stuff getting taken down, I got cameras. I tell you, I'm on probation officer, and I've already worked with the neighbors with the Ring cameras. Cause see, this is how we're gonna deter crime, y'all. I'm gonna talk to all the neighbors with the Ring cameras. We're gonna coordinate an effort. So all y'all doing drive-bys, yeah, we're gonna get y'all because we got those shot things, what do we call those shot identifiers. I'm gonna coordinate with the police, shot identifier, and then your car gonna go down the street. We're gonna catch you. We got too many Ring cameras around here. Yeah. And then also, if we truly want to decrease crime and advocate community policing, I'm gonna put an ordinance in day one. I'll probably have the ordinance in before day one. I'm gonna be like Trump. I'm gonna have my pens already ready. I have my pens already ready.
Day one. And
day one, I'm gonna put an ordinance in that if you want to police District 2, you must live in District 2. That's true community policing. And if that goes for District 1 through 7, we need to have police that live in our district, that patrol our district, live in our district. And it goes back to Fremont High. I mean, not Fremont High because I wasn't at Fremont High, but I ran track over there in the practice. Just like at Fremont, all the police officers live in the city. You got police cars everywhere, different neighborhoods. It's a deterrent. Now I know y'all gonna say, well, Fremont is 23,000. Well, District 2 is about 23,000 too. You correlate the numbers. And that's true community policing, y'all. We real smart over here. So y'all gonna better trick me with no dumb stuff. I come from Webster. Y'all come from Google. Google can't mess with Webster. I don't even know how to get a Google name. It's not a real name. Webster's a real name. And the encyclopedia, I can't even say it because I'm so excited. Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia?
Yeah, encyclopedia, but I'm excited.
Yeah,
because you can't mess with those two books, the encyclopedia and Webster. Come on, Google. Y'all controlled by what do you call it? The algorithm. Well, we are the rhythm. We are the rhythm.
R&B.
Rhythm. Without a doubt, baby. And then also, since we talk about R&B, live next week. Oh yeah, we need some love. Bring back the love tour featuring Lavelle out of KC, baby. KC is bringing in the love. I know y'all want to hate them because they win Super Bowl at Super Bowl. Don't get mad at them. Celebrate their greatness. Maybe they the American team, not Dallas. Maybe they the American team. I tell you, I got the key to Kansas City. I don't know where it is now. But
you better find it.
I got the key to Kansas City. So I'm pulling for the Kansas Cityers. But bring back the love. They got Lavelle. He's from Kansas City. He's gonna be up here next week. Rough Ends. Right. Yep. Ro James, Karen White, Dave Hollister is gonna be here over at the Hollins Performance Center right downtown. You can get tickets at lavellemusic.com. LEVELLE music.com. We got a lot of E's and V's and L's. That's it. E's and L's. Okay. All right. How you doing today, Martine?
I'm fine. Am I on?
Okay, I can put that mic this way.
Okay. Good morning, Omaha.
Yeah, there you go. You on?
How you doing, King?
It's a blessing to be alive.
A blessing to be alive. You're right about that.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow's not promised.
I just feel good to be alive.
You're probably a little tired too, because you double duty in, running for city council, District 2. Mm-hmm. And then we also promoting 10-year anniversary, 95.7 The Boss. Yeah. So you busy.
Yeah, and then I'm an invention. I got a team in Nigeria. And they 7 hours ahead of me.
So they're waking you up. So you got to get up and do business.
Yeah. So we're doing business in different hemispheres. We're in different hemispheres. You know what I mean? So
we cross the Atlantic, y'all.
Okay, it is Atlantic, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I've been kind of fatigued and.
Okay, that's good. That's good though. That's good fatigue.
Yeah,
it's worth it. It's your passion, because that's what's getting you through. Mm-hmm. It's your passion.
Yeah, without doubt. And so I'm putting out a new video today. I don't have a basketball, but I'm simulating that I got a basketball, and I'll put that video out today. We'll just put out some fun videos. This is because sometimes the customer guy has some charisma.
You got some charisma.
Yeah, I got charisma. I don't know how to spell it though.
Stir it up. That's all right. As long as you know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, and
like nobody asking you to spell it.
And I can go to Refter to find out. Refter to find it, spell it for me.
That's all right.
Yeah, I know I spell CHAR something charisma. You know what I mean?
Charisma.
Yeah. So and you need someone that can what do you want to say? Code switch. Mm-hmm. No, I could be Negroish, or I could be professional.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So, and you gotta have someone with a sense of humor, because satire is one of the ways in order to get your point across. And we have had some great comedians I've learned from, from the Red Foxes to the Sidney Poitiers to the Bill Cosbys to the Richard Pryor to the Eddie Murphys.
Go ahead on.
Yeah, you learn a lot from the gentleman, and it's
go ahead on.
From the whoopies, and it's a whoopie boy. She'll whoop you. So
especially on the View.
Mm-hmm. So we just gotta give respect to our elders, and I'm looking forward. This is good. It's a good day. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready. This is tax season, and so I'm coming here as a guest and a co-host, right. I guess. Yeah. Well, representing.
They said about me. Well, you're gonna have power because you on stage and you rep the office.
Oh no. This is your platform.
Yeah. No, see, they ain't mad. With young people, you gotta own your stuff. See, when you own your stuff, you can do your own stuff.
Boss, like a boss.
Without doubt. And so I know it's gonna be coming, the jealousy and the envy. Mm-hmm. I know it's, but we're gonna behave like God. See, they can't even stand it. The devil can't stand when you behave. What you gonna do that for me? Yes, we work for God. You never heard from somebody that work for God for real? They ain't used to it, Martine. They ain't used to giving, we love thy neighbor for real. And right. I don't look at it as competition. We're applying for a job.
Right.
We're applying for a job, and the citizen is going to determine who gets the job. It's just that simple. Mm-hmm. But the gloves have came off. I can't wait, and I'm glad I'm not the first one to throw the first punch. I'm not. So I got a call last night. So I didn't want to gossip. You ain't heard over here. But I got a call last night, right? And it said, Mr. King, were you at the march? I was at the march, but I was working the march. I didn't march in the march, but I worked the march. I said all the marches, when it was marching up Lake Street, I'll put my flyers on all their cars. I was working. See, that's what kings really do. Kings work.
That's right.
And then I got then one of Mark's last speeches, and then like I said, I love brother Pastor Perkins and Tim Clark for this initiative because it's great. But Martin Luther King, I got an email from the same guy that called me and asked was I at the march. He said, Martin said, well, I ain't marching no more. I said, this came from Martin. I said, dang, we got no time for marching no more. It's time for work.
That's right.
And so I'm a king. I was working.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do photo ops at all. I am the photo. We tall, dark, and handsome over here. When you are the photo, I get it from my daddy. Yeah, blame my daddy and my mama.
Good morning, Omaha, Nebraska. We're gonna move on. Tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah. I am the camel.
Hey, own it, y'all. Own it. If you tall, dark, and handsome, beautiful, black, curvy,
all that.
Whatever.
Short, and voluptuous. That's a new word. Voluptuous.
Okay.
So fellas know about that word. Voluptuous, we like that one too.
Okay. And if you soft and cushy, own it.
Yes.
Period.
We love y'all.
Period.
I told y'all women go like the 70s. I mean, we need the Grace Jones style back, and we need the Angela Davis black woman back. From both contracts, from bald head to all hair, from revolutionary to
I want to wear afro.
Heck yeah.
And all black and fight the power and
heck yeah.
Big old medallion.
It's a bell bottom, it's a stripes, it's a polka dots.
We represent, that's all. Represent the past. Those people fought. They rolled up their sleeves and they fought.
Right.
Okay,
so taxes. Some people be avoid. I didn't do my taxes last year, so I got to catch up with you.
Oh Lord,
I avoided it. I did on purpose. Sometimes we got today's Tell the Truth Tuesday. I can't lie. So don't ask me a question. You might get the truth.
Well, your taxes is pending. Let's just say it like that.
Yes, pending. I'm going to do them.
They're pending.
Yeah, because you can't get away from the IRS.
They're in the process. They're being, they're prepared. They're pending.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it takes some time to do business tax returns. So sometimes you need a little bit more time. You file an extension and all that stuff. Right. So it's pending.
Yeah, but I got a letter from them.
That's all right. Even if it's pending and they catch up with you, they still gonna send you a letter. Say, hey, we just want to remind you.
Yeah, okay, so that's good.
We got you. We're watching you.
Yeah. Okay, so
we caught up with you.
Yeah.
Because IRS got a whole bunch of money last year and the year before to hire more agents to go after non-filers.
Right.
So now they have a team that can put in the work to find people that have not filed their taxes. So before they didn't, your taxes are pending.
Pending.
So now there's a force out there, a workforce, whereas before there wasn't. So they just didn't have the manpower to go after. Now they do.
Okay.
So they don't catch up with y'all.
Okay. All right.
We don't want y'all to get caught up.
No.
I don't want you to get caught up.
Not at all.
So if you haven't gotten that letter yet, you still have time to make things right, but you're going to have to do it sooner or later, or they're going to force you to.
Right.
And you don't want IRS preparing your taxes because they don't have your best interest at heart. They'll miss a whole bunch of deductions and credits that you may even qualify for. They don't care about none of that. They're just going to prepare it and move on and send you a bill. And I guarantee you each and every time you're going to have a bill if you let them prepare your taxes.
Right.
So I just want to put that out there. Everybody, welcome to the Boss Morning Show. It's extended because we passed, our time, but that's okay. That's okay because we own the show, so we can do what we want over here, right? So I am Martine Quartey, co-host of Boss Morning Show, 95.7 The Boss, and I'm also the owner of Advanced Tax Solutions. So I'm coming in as a guest. King has allowed me to come in and talk about taxes. We are at the beginning of tax season, and we want to make sure that here at Advanced Tax Solutions, I'm just doing the story.
Oh, okay.
We want to make sure that y'all get right with y'all taxes while you still have time. So I'm going to just drop some popular and new credits and deductions that's available for you so you can file with your 2024 taxes. All right. So we are Advanced Tax Solution located at 6311 Ames Avenue. And we've been around in that location for to be about 4 years now. I do have 30 years of tax experience. It goes way back from when I was in high school.
Okay.
I learned how to do taxes in one of my business classes because those are the classes I took. I took business classes because I didn't like gym. I didn't like PE.
What school do you go to?
I'm an alumni of Burke, Harry A. Burke Senior High School.
Yes,
shout out Omaha, Nebraska.
Shout out Burke.
Hey, Bulldogs.
Roof.
Don't mess with us. Burke Bulldogs in the house. So I learned how to do taxes back then.
Okay.
And right out the gate, I loved it because I love numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I did really well in math, the geometry, I excelled as far as all the way up. Didn't do calculus though, because that was just another.
You do trigonometry?
We did a little bit of trig, but so it stopped right there. But I was good with numbers. And so when I was introduced to income tax preparation in high school, one of my business classes, I loved it because the fact that you have the ability to get a refund when you file your taxes, that's money. Money in my pocket. Right. So I was all for that. I said, let me learn. I love numbers. I love crunching numbers. Let me see what I could do with this. And so I started out preparing taxes for like my sisters. We had, little part-time jobs. Right. My mom. So it was just family, just real close family members. And then as an adult, fast forward years later, I started working, on my own as an older person. I started working with a tax firm here in Nebraska. And for years, like 18 years, I dedicated on a part-time basis tax preparation when the tax season opened up. Did that for 18 years. Right. And then almost 4 years ago, I launched out on my own, left that big box brand, tax preparation brand, and opened up my own tax firm at 6311 Ames Avenue, Advanced Tax, and just bringing all my experience and all my best practices to my firm and setting up shop, y'all. I've been doing taxes for a long time. So if you're looking for a professional tax preparer, make sure that they have skin in the game, they have history, so they can know where, what you're dealing with. In any tax situation that walks through the door, we can deal with it. We can handle it. So just make sure you're in good hands, because not all tax preparers, and this is no knock on anyone that is a tax professional, but not all tax preparers are equal. Right. So make sure they know the business. Okay. Right. we stay in these circles all the time, year round. We are a year round operation. We beyond the tax season, when it closes down, tax deadline April 15th, we're still open because we have a lot of people in our community that run late. They may file their taxes after April 15th. We have a lot of people that walk in with multiple years that they need to file. They haven't filed in 2 or 3, 4 years. We can handle that as well. Right. Because we have the software that can date back, that far back. I think I have software that goes back at least 7, 8 years, if not more. Right. So we can handle any tax situation and help you get caught up. And that's why we're open around, the year. Right now.
And so you guys want to take advantage of that, especially those that missed the deadline and you have multiple years to get done. So, and then, like you said, those other organizations just come around taxes and then they close.
Then they close shop. You can't find them because you'll get a letter. I promise you'll get a letter. Some people get a letter and it's summertime and they don't know how to interpret it. And so the first thing they do is they get on the phone, they're calling their tax preparer. But if you're nowhere to be found, you're stuck. Right. So I have a lot of people that brought letters to me that had their taxes prepared by someone else or another firm, but because they couldn't get a hold of them because they shut down after the tax season, they were stuck. So they will come to me and I would help them, because I understand not all tax offices are open year round, but the real thing about why I'm passionate about income tax preparation is that I want to help our community members file their taxes, get right with the IRS, because they're not going away. They've been around for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
We can find that out, Google it.
Yeah.
And state too. State is on your neck as well. Nebraska, Department of Revenue, that's who you file your state tax return to. So these tax entities, they're not going away. They're going to come after you sooner or later. And we just want to make sure community members know how to provide the necessary information that you need to combat their letters, because most of the time you're going to be owing, and we don't want you, if you have a position to file for credits and deductions, we want you to be able to submit that, apply for them, qualify for them, so they can get your money back. We pay into taxes, through our payroll. And so a lot of times we overpay, but if you don't file taxes, you could even lose that money. And I just want to say something, since I brought that up, talking about deadlines. If you have not filed for your, what was the refund when we were in COVID, there was 3 phases of the refund, and it escapes me for some reason, but it was the money that they were giving out to help. Everybody got it. Everyone, that just to help them financially. And I'll get it here in a minute. But you have, and this goes for refunds as well. If you have refunds that are due to you, the IRS is giving you 3 years to claim it.
Okay, so how you know,
or it goes away.
How you know you got a refund?
So if you prepare your taxes and you get a refund. Okay. If you prepared it but you didn't file it,
right,
and you get a refund. Some people get refunds, but they just haven't filed their taxes. In the past, they've gotten refunds. So chances are, especially if your financial situation hasn't changed much, you may be making a little bit more money, but maybe you have children or whatever. If you normally get a refund, but then you stop filing taxes, you probably are due refunds, and you don't file your taxes. You have 3 years to where you can still claim the refund. If you don't, after 3 years, you forfeit.
So you can't. They just can't keep it.
You forfeit your refund.
So you can't keep it and pay it next year. No,
you have to from that 3rd year. So that's why I'm bringing up this credit, because our 3 years is up. The money. Let's see. This was tax year 2020. 2020, 21, 22. Let's see, 21, 22, and 23. So now we're doing 24. So this is the 3rd year. This is the last year you can claim any credits from 21. Okay. So, and I'll get the credit that I'm talking about here just a second. But just to let you know, maybe some people don't even know that you could lose that money if you have a credit. So 21, if you are owed a refund in 21, 3 years, that's now 24 tax return. This is your last opportunity to get and claim your refund. And then of course, next year is 22, right? So in 25, that's 3 years. You have that opportunity. That's the last opportunity that you have to claim a refund. So remember in the pandemic refunds were coming out, credits were coming out to help people just kind of, people were losing jobs because they were saying stay home. People lost a lot of jobs, a lot of opportunity to make money went away. And so people were suffering. And so the government said, okay, we're going to shell out this money to help you out. And it came out in 3 different phases, during COVID. So this is your last opportunity. If you have not claimed the stimulus, remember the first stimulus that came out, then it came out again the next year, the same year, and then that next year there was a 3rd stimulus. Each check amount was different. So this is your last chance to claim your stimulus refund, and you didn't have to have income to file a return to get it, because that's how you had to. So, that's how you could claim it, was through a tax return.
So since I've been since my taxes are pending.
Mm-hmm. You haven't submitted them.
And I saw there's potential that I have a stimulus check out there.
That's correct. If you have not claimed a stimulus before through your tax return, then this is your last opportunity to claim that stimulus because it creates a refund for a lot of people.
Okay. So I'm gonna have 2 stimulus coming in.
So you want to claim all of them? There was 3 checks.
I don't remember
Did you
getting
get any of them?
I don't remember getting none.
So if you're out there and you did not receive those 3, they came out in 3 different phases.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one was $1,400. I think that was the first one.
I need something like that.
So this could have, depending on your filing situation.
He says that's an ESSER fund. Someone asked Martine.
It's the stimulus. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
I don't know what ESSER is. It's the stimulus. Refund. Remember, the first one was $1,400, and you can Google this. It'll tell you how much. Google how much was the first stimulus, how much was the second one, and how much was the third one. The second one, I believe, was $600. It was a lot less. Remember, we were talking about on the show how men that had child support on them didn't get that one check.
Okay, yeah.
Then they changed that.
so your own child support, you can get it.
Remember, they changed it for the third one, so they got the checks. We talked. You don't remember talking about this on the show? I remember.
Because when you owe child support, you can't do nothing. You can't even leave the United States. So it's like a surprise that they changed that rule.
So they pulled that on the men or women that owe child support. It doesn't matter. Either if that was you, you're on child support. Remember that one stimulus check they didn't give y'all because of that, because of your situation. Okay, so this is your opportunity. This is 3 years because the first stimulus came out in 21. Mm-hmm. So you're going to file a return on your 2024 return, and you're going to claim all 3 of them.
At one time?
Don't wait to do one after, because we have the 3 years.
Okay.
I think the third one came in the following year, so you still have another year. But just do them all so you can be done with it and you don't forget.
So was this under the Trump administration? Or early Biden?
This was when it was he in office?
I guess it was Biden then. 2021.
Okay, 2021. Yes, because it hasn't been 4 years. Yeah. So under Biden administration, he signed to have these stimulus checks sent out to help. It was a relief, a financial relief for people that needed money because a lot of people lost their jobs. Right. Because they were closing up because pandemic, we had to all go inside. And if you weren't working from home and your business told you, hey, we're going to have to lay y'all off, or, they try to accommodate some of you, say, hey, we're going to have to do a work at home situation. A lot of the restaurants closed down. So all those staff members, the waiters and waitresses, remember all those people that lost all of those jobs, their jobs because they were in the service industry. So they lost all the jobs. So the stimulus, that was the purpose of it, is to help you out and bridge that gap until you could find something else. So that's why I'm coming out here to let y'all know, if you never ever claimed the stimulus, this is your last opportunity, because IRS says, guess what? We've given you 3 years to file and claim this money, this free money, right? And after 3 years, that's just the guidelines. Right. It's always been there with any credit. It doesn't matter. It wasn't just for stimulus. This is any credit. Back in the day, you've always had 3 years to claim it. Even if people just file in regular taxes and they get a refund, they could still file 3 returns in a tax season and get all those refunds. Okay. Because the money's just sitting there for you. After that, after the 3 years, you forfeit it. Period. Point blank. You can't fight the IRS, right? Because they done told you. Well, maybe they didn't tell you directly, but it's always been a law. Anyway, that's why I come out and just kind of give you these tax tips, updates, credits, deductions, and all that stuff, because a lot of people don't know. And we filed taxes last year or during the stimulus tax years or tax seasons for people that didn't even work, because the stimulus is for everybody. Right. So the only way you could claim it was to file a tax return. Well, you don't have to if you don't have any income, earn income at that point. So they would come in, we would prepare a tax return, no income, we're not entering anything, there's no income. But we could claim that stimulus rebate or refund
So this is on personal tax, not on business, right?
Personal taxes.
Okay.
This is so if you're a business owner, of course, if you're a sole proprietor, single member LLC, you have your 1040, and then inside of that you have your Schedule C, which is your business tax return. So you still can claim your the stimulus refund if you have not filed at this point on your business tax returns. Now that's a credit, but if you owe, then the credit is going to be offset and reduce your tax bill. But if you get a refund and then also get the stimulus, apply for the stimulus credit on top of that, then your refund is going to be increased that much more.
Right.
Okay, so it either can reduce your tax bill or give you more refund. But I wanted to come out here. I wanted to say that because I wanted to mention that because people may not know about that. This is the year to do it. 2024, apply for the stimulus on your 2024 tax return. And your tax preparer should be able to help you with that. Let me know if you have any questions out there. King, if you have any questions, I can definitely stop and answer them. But I wanted to run down really quick some popular and new tax deductions and credits for this 2024 tax season. All right. So of course, I'm gonna start with the easier ones, the ones that we already know about. Then I'm gonna introduce two new ones for the state of Nebraska, for Nebraska residents. We do all 50 states, just to let y'all know. So you don't have to be a resident of Nebraska in order for us to prepare. We can prepare all federals and all states. Child tax credit, that's always been around to help families that have children under 17, when they file their taxes, they have to be under 17. $2,000 credit right off the bat for each child. And if your income is a little higher, you'll get that, but you may not get additional child tax credit because that's another credit. If your income is middle to low income, you could potentially get the child tax credit and the additional child tax credit.
Let me ask you a question. Now, there's been some reports on the internet. I haven't seen it myself. I've been doing some research that if the father or if someone's paying child support, they can claim the children. Have you heard that yet?
I have. Remember, we're in these circles. This is what we do.
Okay.
Now there is this thing going around on social media. Instagram is where I saw it. That Trump is going to sign into a bill where, and I don't know where, I found out where this came from. This was just someone, and don't believe the hype, y'all.
Right.
Okay. Someone came out and said, I'm the one that started that. It was just me just ranting about, his frustration. He must pay child support, and that's what he said. It wasn't coming from a law or a bill that's being initiated or anything, but it went viral on social media where if you were on child support, that person was saying that Trump is going to make it to where the people that are on child support be able to claim the children, and the person that has the children would not be able to file for that credit on their tax return.
Right.
Because they're the ones receiving child support, but they won't be able to turn around and claim child tax credit and all the other credits that come with children. Right. That is not true. Okay. That will take the move of a mountain to get that done. Right. That is not true. Don't believe the hype. And the man came out and said that he just made that up, out of frustration. So if you haven't seen that video, then it's out there. Okay. But it's not true. Nothing's been mandated, nothing's been approved or anything like that. So and
I want to get that out because just the misinformation that's on the internet all the time. And that's why you need to talk to professionals like Martine, so you don't get caught up in those rumors and taken advantage of, really. Right. I mean, I understand, people were going crazy with that, it went viral. They were like excited, I have to pay child support and I can't claim the kids and, and it's just, don't believe the hype. I know, but it sounds good though. It sounds good. It does make sense. It kind of makes sense. It does make sense. If because the money's not coming, they receiving money. The person that has the children receives the child support, and they turn around and claim those children on their tax returns.
So it kind of makes sense for the person that's on the other side that has to pay into it, that I can't claim the children. But there's ways around that. You could have a verbal agreement or a legal agreement allowing you to claim the children's on off years, so you could alternate the years. There's ways around it. And there's a IRS form that actually makes it legal for you. It just basically informs IRS that we have an agreement that we're going to flip-flop alternate years, claim the children alternate years.
Okay.
And it's spelled out in this form, you know. So it's just a way to tell IRS, this is my year, this is the other parent's year.
Right. Okay.
It doesn't have to be a legal binding through an attorney type of agreement. This is just a form that articulates your plans, your agreements with the other parent, and you're notifying IRS about it. So when IRS processes your tax return, that form is on file, and they know, oh, okay, it's so-and-so parent's time to claim the children. Next year, oh, it's this because of the form. It tells them how to prepare this tax return, because a lot of parents will try to jump the gun. I've seen this happen before. Remember, I've been doing taxes for a long, long time. And I've seen parents come in, they know it's not their year, but they'll come in and try to get there first before the other parent gets a chance to get to the table with their tax professor and file and get the refund.
Yeah, to see today's Tell True Tuesday.
So it is Tell True Tuesday. It's Tuesday at Tax Talk Tuesday. Now, if you're a married couple divorced, now in your divorce decree, it can be spelled out there who gets to claim, or if there's an agreement to do alternate year type of arrangements as far as claiming. So if that's in your divorce decree, now that's a legal binding. And so you can submit that to IRS as well and say, through divorce decree, this is my year, this is their year, or I'm the only one, I'm the sole person that can claim these children through whatever comes out of that divorce decree, you should follow. Because then it'll be like a whole IRS nightmare if it's done wrong, someone jumps the gun, and then you try to correct that, your tax return will be tied up for a long time.
That's good knowledge. I didn't even know that form even exists like that.
There is a form
where you can do flip-flop. And so it goes relationships, ladies and gentlemen. But today's Tell True Tuesday, so you got to get in that IRS office early.
Right. So, and I'll see if I can get that form while I continue to talk. What that form is. But the next tax credit is the earned income credit. Everybody know about that. Earned income credit. If you are low income, you could receive what's called an earned income tax credit, $600 minimum, or more if you have dependents. So usually people get this. I've seen this a lot of times with low income. If you got kids, you'll get the child tax credit. You'll probably even get the additional child tax credit, and you'll turn around and get the earned income credit. So all of these credits just to kind of help the burden of raising kids, because we know kids are expensive and you got that much more money you have to put out to take care of them. Right. The earned income credit is like a relief. It's just that straight out $2,000. But the earned income credit is income based. So depending on your income, you'll get it or you'll get less of it. Or if you're making over the threshold, you won't get it at all. Okay. So it is income based driven, whereas the child tax credit is not. Okay. Except for the additional child tax credit.
Now, is it true? Another rumor I have heard when it comes to the IRS, they're saying that Trump is going to stop Americans from paying income tax because we're paying everybody else as far as we're paying all these countries all this money. Have you heard that rumor?
I've heard that too, and that may be true. I try to keep up with all of his claims of what he's going to do in his first 90 days of office or whatever, 100 days of office. And so far, he's putting a lot of things in place. I have heard about that, but I'm not sure where he and his cabinet is with that particular promise, presidential candidate promise. So we'll have to kind of keep watching that to see whether or not, and there's been talks about it everywhere, YouTube, every social media, wherever you guys go out and find these conversations if you're interested in following how this turns out. But I've heard of where he wants to eliminate individuals from paying income tax, but that there could be a problem with that, because when we pay income taxes, we also have Medicare, FICA, which pays into Social Security, which takes care of people that are receiving Social Security. And then, of course, it continues. And then, so when we're Social Security age, it'll be paid in by the younger people that are working. So that's going to be problem number one. They'll have to combat, because we need Social Security to take care of our older, community members. So, and then there's some other things that I won't get into, but we'll see what happens with that, if he can pull that off and figure out what to do about, for example, Social Security.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, the next one I want to talk about is American Opportunity Tax Credit. All right. A lot of people may not know about this credit. This is if you're in school, if you're in college and you're paying out of pocket for tuition, books, computers, laptops, anything that helps you, lab fees. Lab fees. So, depending on it, like if you're in biology or something like that, there's fees that, supplies that you have to pay out of pocket for, that the school make you pay for to help you in the lab. So that's why I say lab fees. And I'm a college student. I remember paying them lab fees, but it's a part of the classroom work. Then you go into the lab and then you kind of hands-on, complete the task. So any of those student fees, you can claim a credit, the American Opportunity Credit, up to $2,500.
Wow.
So if that's you and you're paying, out of pocket, maybe you have scholarships paying for your tuition, but if there's some fees that are not covered, maybe you don't get enough scholarship money and you're coming out pocket, or your parents can claim this. If they're claiming you as a dependent on their tax returns, they can claim for this credit. So tell your mommies, your daddies, hey, did you know about this credit? Or if it's just you as a student that claims themselves on their taxes, you can claim that American Opportunity Credit as well. It's a one-time credit. After that, you want to apply for the Lifetime Learning Credit. It's a FYI, Lifetime Learning Credit, and that's every year, no matter how many times that you go to school, you go back to school, maybe 10 years later, you want to go back to school, Lifetime Learning Credit, because it's for lifetime. All right. The next one, student loan interest deduction. A lot of people miss this one. They don't know. And I always ask when I have a tax payer in front of me and I'm doing their taxes and I see that they went to school, and maybe they're done with school, because if you have like student loan debt and things like that, IRS will give you 6 months after you have completed that program and you're no longer in school. They give you 6 months to get yourself together and start making some money, because guess what's coming after that? You're going to have to start paying those student loans back. Right. So once you're paying these student loans back, the interest from those loans is tax deductible. A lot of people don't know that. You have to contact the company that financed your student loan and ask them for an interest statement. Say, hey, I want to know how much I paid in interest in 2024. So I want to claim it on my taxes. All right. So don't miss that one, student loan interest deduction, for those that it applies to. The next one, IRA 401k deductions. Did you know that IRS gives you a deduction if you participate in your employer's 401k program? Or if you go to a financial institution and take out an IRA, whether that be a bank or if that be some of the financial partners out there, I can't remember popular ones. Excuse me. So if you participate in an IRA through whomever or 401k through your employer, IRS allows you $23,000 of contribution. So you could take from your payroll and elect to be enrolled in your 401k program with your employer. And you can tell them how much you want to contribute. Okay, this is for retirement purposes. And I want our community members to understand that it's a good thing to put away for your retirement. Because if we have to have some type of savings. We've always said that. We've always, as a community, that's been a thing, but people don't do it.
Right.
You know, it's money that you're setting aside to take care of you once you retire. Okay. And now I'm a big advocate for investments for retirement purposes, or putting away. I've always been in 401k programs. That money helped me later in life. And so you that money that you're putting aside is for retirement purposes. If you leave, I will say this also, if you leave your company and you were a part of the 401k program, they're going to ask you, what do you want us to do with this money that you've been saving? A lot of people, to be honest with you, a lot of people pocket the money. And I'm going to tell you, from a tax standpoint, what happens if you pocket the money. Your other alternative would be to roll it over into another 401k program or IRA. Anyone, you can choose anybody you want to roll it over to, any company. Okay, but what happens if you pocketed the money? This 401k disbursement, you quit your job, and the company wants to know what you want to do. They could keep it and keep investing it for you for retirement purposes now, right? They can keep investing it for you, or they'll say, well, if you want a disbursement, 100% disbursement, it goes into your pocket. IRS says, okay, here's the deal with that. You have 90 days or 60 or 90 days, I can't remember off top. You can look it up, to roll it over into another 401k program or IRA so you don't get penalized. The penalization is if you don't, you keep the money and you blow it, you spend it for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. If you don't roll it over into another program, a qualifying program, 401k or IRA program, you're going to have to pay taxes on that money, and you're going to get hit with a 10% penalty because it was for 401k. So you're pulling out before age 65. Okay. Understand that, people. That was for retirement purposes, retirement age 65. If that's the age limit on these 401ks, if you pull it out before age 65, then you're going to get hit with a 10% penalty when you do your taxes.
Right.
Okay. Now you have the option of paying the tax. If you do want to keep the money pocketed, you have the opportunity for that employer to pull out the federal and state taxes. So you don't have to deal with that on the back end when you do your taxes. You'll just get hit with the 10% penalty for early withdrawal. Okay, because you're before 65, if that's you, and you're pulling out before age 65.
Right.
Or if you don't elect the employer to pull out federal and state taxes, then you're going to have to do it when it comes tax time. And that could affect your refund. It could reduce your refund, or if you always owe, you're going to owe more. And then that 10% penalty is going to be on there as well. So I just want people to understand that's what happens if you've never pulled out your 401k, and if you decide to, there is I will say, I don't really want to say it, but I'm going to say it. If you have hard times, there is what's called a hardship withdrawal. If you have a 401k, you have money in there. If you're still working for the company and you're falling on hard times, you can go to your retirement representative and ask them about hardship withdrawal. And there's different situations in which you can withdraw, submit a hardship withdrawal and receive some of that money. Again, the same penalties apply. You're going to have to pay taxes on that money. And the 10% penalty will hit you if you're not the age of 65. Okay. So that's that on the 401k IRA deduction. 2 new credits that is for Nebraska residents. And I'm not sure if this applies to any other states because I only follow the state of Nebraska. But we have the first one up called Caregiver Tax Credit. Have you ever heard of that?
For
Caregiver Tax Credit.
So for those that take care of someone in their family?
That's right. Now, we know in our community, we take care of our family members if they get sick, they need help. We have a lot of home care agencies out there that help and can bring, supply caregivers and all this. So if you're a family member taking care of a loved one or family member, there is this new credit, Tax Credit Act, provided by and approved and signed by Governor Jim Killen.
It's 10 o'clock.
All right. Back in April 2024. It's called the Caregiver Tax Credit, available for family givers through Caregiver Tax Credit Act. So if I'm introducing this now because you have to start, you'll have to start tracking how much you're paying out of pocket to help your loved ones or whoever you're taking care of. This credit is a 2025 credit, so you can't claim it until you're ready to do your 2025 taxes, which will be next year. Right. But you have to start tracking now because this is the tax year where you're going to be able to claim it next year.
Right.
This is the year that you're going to be able to claim it next year. Okay. So save all the receipts. If you're paying for, it's 50% that you're going to be able to claim, equal up to 50% of eligible expenditures. And you can go online. This is LB 937. So if you're, you want to get online and read this detail by detail, what qualifies and things like that, by all means do so if that's you, so you can, exactly what you can claim. And I'm just bringing this out because I can't go over everything. I don't have time to really break that down. But you are able to, caregivers may claim a credit equal to 50% of eligible expenditures, and it'll be laid out there. Or you can go on to Nebraska Department of Revenue, because this is a state credit. Okay, this is Nebraska state credit. It'll be laid out there. So either go to the LB 937 or you can go to Nebraska Department of Revenue and look up Caregiver Tax Credit Act, and it'll be spelled out. The expenditures, those are the expenses that you can claim. Okay, now the thing with it, and then also veterans and individuals diagnosed with dementia. This is important because there's been, I don't know if, it depends on what you like to follow. There's been an increase, an uptick of our older people getting dementia. It's a big deal, and Nebraska's been on top of that. They're watching the numbers, and so this is why they've come up with this Caregiver Tax Credit Act, because we know we as a community member, we take care of our family. We can't afford to put them in like a nursing home or skilled nursing. Whatever this financial situation, it's just not an option. So we take care of them, and a lot of us pay out of our pockets, right? So if you are a veteran, and shout out to all the veterans, I'm a veteran, and we know we need everything coming to us because we put our lives on the line for this country. So shout out to the veterans. So this is for veterans and individuals with diagnosed with dementia. There's a maximum allowable credit that increases to $3,000. So if you're a caregiver taking care of individuals that is a veteran or an individual diagnosed with dementia, you can claim up to $3,000. Don't miss that, because if that's the case, you can claim more than just someone that's not a veteran or doesn't have or been diagnosed with dementia. Remember, they got to be diagnosed with it. Okay. All right. So to qualify for a caregiver, a caregiver must have, and I'm just kind of reading off the notes that I printed off from the website, must have a federal adjusted gross income of less than $50,000 if you are a single person. So if you file taxes as a single person, your income has to be under $50,000. If you are a joint filer, your income must be under $100,000. Okay, so if you're a husband and wife, y'all file joint, and one of you is taking care, or both of you taking care of an individual, your income has to be under $100,000 in order to receive up to 50% of eligible expenditures in order to claim that credit and get reimbursed. All right. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Again, this is a Nebraska state credit. Go to their website, Nebraska Department of Revenue. That's who we pay our taxes into. It's a state credit. Make sure that you go to their website, read all the details. I understand that you have to apply for this credit first on the Nebraska state website You have to submit an application, is what I'm trying to say, to get approved. Once they approve you, you qualify to claim this credit on your Nebraska state tax return. Then they're going to give you a number that you have to enter, or your tax preparer has to enter into your Nebraska state tax return. Then you'll get the credit. But it's an initial approval first.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying you need to go to the website, Nebraska Department of Revenue website, and find that application and fill it out, because you have to be approved first. And then you'll get like I can't remember if it's a claim number or some type of number you have to enter into your Nebraska tax return. Okay. So for assistance, please contact Nebraska Department of Revenue at 1-800-742-7474. That's 800-742-7474. Okay. All right. So that is the caregiver tax credit available for family caregivers through the Caregiver Tax Credit Act, signed by Governor Jim Pillen, Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, April 24. This is a 2025 credit, but you need to start tracking your expenses this year. So when you're ready to file taxes next year, 2025 taxes, you're going to need to submit how much you spent.
Right.
Because remember, it's up to 50% reimbursement.
Back. Okay, so
you don't want to be scrambling.
So you got a list of deductibles that you can follow.
Do a spreadsheet.
So they make it easy for you.
Yeah, do an Excel spreadsheet, something. Write it down, something that you can keep track, because you don't want to do it at the tail end, because now you're going to be scrambling, looking for receipts. Like, oh, I remember I bought this. It's an accounting nightmare for those that, wait till the last minute. So that's what I'm telling you now. All right, what you can claim on your 2024 tax right now, we're in the tax season, 2024 tax season, is the next credit. And this is also a Nebraska state credit. It's called the School Readiness Tax Credit Act. You may have seen this on the commercials. I've seen this every day on all the commercials for the last few months. They're getting us ready, say, hey, tax season coming up. So now they're pushing out all of these commercials on TV. School Readiness Tax Credit. Okay, so this is really good, because we know a lot of this is for child care providers, programs out there that provide child care, and they have programs within their child care facility. Mm-hmm. So this is going to help those that are getting our little ones ready for school, 5 and under, right? Under 5, our kiddos under 5, because we know our 5-year-olds, they're in elementary school. Right. So this is little kiddos under age 5. Credit for eligible program. It's available to individuals, partnerships, LLCs, S corps, fiduciaries that own or operate an eligible child care and education program. Eligible child care and educational, and being an operative word, educational program. So y'all got to learn how to read lingo like this. Right. And I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how to read a lot of legal jargon and a lot of tax jargon. So the and means both. It's included. You gotta have both. And we learned that in school. It means both. Right. Say both. 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 Yep. And means both, because or means what? One or the other. One or the other. You can have one or the other. Yeah. And so you not only have to have a child care, operate an eligible child care facility where we're taking care of our little ones. So you also have to have a program. So daycare qualifies then. If they have a program as well. And when I used to own an in-home child care, and I just come from a background of education, right? So I wasn't just sitting there, babysitting, right. Putting the children back in that day in front of TV. Now they in front of the iPads. Mm-hmm. I wasn't just doing that and feeding them and make sure they're taking a nap. I wanted to insert a program so they're learning, right. Because they're going to be in kindergarten soon. Mm-hmm. And so I've always just done that. So that's what this school readiness getting the kiddos ready for school. So if you have a child care program and you also have an educational program inside of that care facility that serves children who participated in, get this, child care subsidy programs.
Mm-hmm. So
Title 21, that subsidy from the state that pays for child care 100% or part of it, it doesn't matter. If they are part of that program, meaning the parents have to apply and be approved for Title 20. Okay. So they have to be a part of that program in order to receive or claim this tax credit, this school readiness tax credit. So that's the hook right there. That's the stipulation. So this can be claimed on your 2024 tax return. So if this is you're individual, that means a sole proprietor. If you're LLC or S Corp, LLC partnership, then you can claim for this credit. And then it tells you like how much you would get depending on what program you're on. They have these programs and they're titled Step 1 program, Step 2, Step 3, Step 4, and Step 5. So depending on what step you're on with your facility, your child care facility, depends on how much money you'll get. For an example, if you're a Step 3 program, child care program, you receive $800.
Is that per?
As a credit.
Okay. Is that for the?
That's for the facility.
There's one facility, not per child.
No, this is for this is where it gets better. So that's for your facility. This one, and I'm just making sure. Okay. And then also the tax credit to the provider is equal to the average monthly number of children. So this is the one per child, age 5 or under. So they could be age 5 and not be in elementary school yet. So they could still be in a child care program. So it's age 5 or under. So let's see here. So this is per child. I'm glad you brought that up because it was one or the other I couldn't remember. So it's this one because there's 2 parts to this School Readiness Tax Credit Act. So this is child care's opportunity to really get supplemental financial help with their program. Because remember, they got hit during the pandemic because what? The kids weren't coming because school was out, everybody's at home, parents lost their jobs, so they at home and they taking care of the kids, especially those that paid out of pocket. They're like, well, we can't afford it anymore. So this is a way to kind of get reimbursed for that loss of money back in those years. The second part of this school readiness tax credit is credit for staff member or self-employed individual of an eligible program. So you see, the first one was a credit to the program itself. Now this is to the eligible staff member, people taking care. It's not the boss, it's the staff member.
It was running the programs.
Yeah, the one doing the work. This is awesome. Man, we should open up a child care facility.
We are a child care facility. I told y'all we're a research radio station, so we research over here.
Right. So
and we have step-up kids during the summertime.
That's right.
They might be older than 5 though.
So this is the credit for staff members and self-employed individuals of an eligible program. I hope there's child care owners and bosses out there that are listening. If not, share this broadcast to those that you know that run a child care facility and program. So this is an income tax credit that's available to individuals who was employed with or who is a self-employed individual providing child care and early childhood education. Remember, it's got to be both because it's a school readiness. So you got to have some type of a school prep program in your facility. You can't just be watching children, feeding them and playing with them. You got to be teaching them and getting them prepared for kindergarten. All right, and we should be doing that anyway. But this is the future. Our kids are the.
No, but when everybody
kids are the future. I know, but they're gonna be taking care of us.
We can't allow. We gotta start educating our own children to take advantage of these tax credits.
They tax credit, right? So, and it's available to those that used to work. You may not no longer work there, but guess what? the eligible program is for at least 6 months during that tax year. So if you worked 6 months, at least 6 months, and you no longer work there, you can still claim this credit as an individual or staff member.
So people at daycares and all that stuff.
Yes, that have a program.
Educare, they close.
It's so an eligible program for at least eligible program for at least 6 months during the tax year and was classified in the Nebraska Early Childhood Professional Record System. Y'all gotta read. This is awesome. Now I've been out of childcare, so I didn't know any of this, but they have a registry where you, as the childcare staff member or the owner of the business that is like you're a mom and pop, so you're the one you own the business and you take care of the kids.
Right.
You can apply for this credit because you do both.
Right. Okay.
Right. You have the ability to upload in their system your credentials. This is huge. Nebraska Early Childhood Professional Record System. This has been enacted by Nebraska to upload your credentials. People want to size you up before they send their kids to you, right? This is your opportunity. This is a marketing strategy. If you think about it.
Validation.
Okay. Now, parents have a way to size you. They can go straight to this registry. I call it registry because that's what you're doing, registering yourself. Upload your degrees, upload your CPR certification, any certification related to childcare, educational. A lot of people are on a career path in this industry. This industry is huge. It's needed, and you can make a lot of money from it. So people are making a career out of this. So any class that they take at the local college or university, and you get a certification or a degree, upload it to this. This is only going to help you when parents go out here and try to look for a child provider. And the staff members. Staff members can upload and have a file of their own. You don't have to be the owner of this business in order to register yourself. I want to know not only what credentials the owners have, the childcare owners have, but I also want to know the credibility and the credentialing of their staff members. We already know they do background checks and all that, child registry and all that. Because we have to make sure we're employing people that can watch our children and not,
take advantage of it.
Right.
Because, we got pedophiles, we got all type of people that, misrepresent themselves.
That's right.
And so we got to make sure that we're doing our due diligence to make sure that the children are safe.
So while these staff members is going through a background check, let's allow them to upload their credentials. Hey, I'm legitimate. And in fact, let me upload my certification, my degree from early childhood. There's degrees, there's programs just for childcare. Let me upload that further, proving that I'm a qualified staff member.
Right.
So this is huge. So they have staff members, eligible staff members, and this is for tax year 2024. So you want to get it on these taxes right now, but we're doing 2024. Staff members can receive a tax credit equal to $2,300 if you are a level 1 classification, the child care facility. It goes all the way up to $3,500 if you are level 5. This is huge. Do we know about this? I'm sure child care program bosses, owners, you're probably in your associations and you probably already know about this. But if you don't, I'm here to tell you. Hey, let's get on it. Let's get this money. Nebraska is making it available to individuals and home care facility or child care facilities and programs that qualify for this. Now we'll have to let you know the total amount of tax credit available for both programs is limited to $7.5 million per tax year. So guess what? First come, first serve. Don't sit on this. Get your taxes done immediately, as soon as you can, before the money run out. That's what they're saying. Read between the lines. $7.5 million for a state. That's not a whole lot of money. You know how many child care providers and people that own these facilities? You know how many there are in the state of Nebraska? Look it up. I'm just here to tell you. I'm passing on.
I wonder why they limited it.
Well, hey, maybe somebody that wants to drill down, and this is their forte. They just want to know why things are, usually that's me, but I got a lot more to deal with. I can't drill down on that one.
Yeah.
Why is there a limit? Maybe the government only sent them a limit. So now we have to dig deeper.
Yeah. So,
Each state got a certain amount. Did Iowa get more than Nebraska? We don't know. You want to know why they got more or got less, or I don't know what they got, but.
Yeah, you guys first come, first serve.
So this is what it is right now. Okay. Again, you have to file what I'm calling an initial application to get approved. So you have to submit this application to Department of Revenue, Nebraska Department of Revenue.
Mm-hmm.
To get approved. You'll get some type of classification number or something. I can't remember what it's called. And then you enter that number into the Nebraska tax return to receive the credit.
I don't see how people would know because the IRS is not intentionally telling people about these new.
This is a Nebraska state credit. They're not obligated to.
Yeah, so
that's federal.
Right.
That's on the federal side.
So if you get part-time, part-time people that come in for seasonal tax preparing, they probably miss a lot of these tax credits.
That's why I said not at the beginning. Not all tax professionals are equal. They've got to be in this game year round, or they'll miss some stuff. There's been tax professionals that miss, like homeowners. Did you know you can get a property tax credit? That's been out there for the last 3-4 years. You didn't know about that? That was Governor Pete Ricketts.
Okay,
he signed that when he was governor.
So we can back that.
You'll file an amended return. You're going to have to pay for that. So depending on how much it's worth, if you calculate it and find out how much the credit is worth, property tax credit, so based upon how much the tax preparer is going to charge you to do an amended return, it may not be worth it. If I'm going to charge you $200 to amended return or $100 and the tax credit is only $70, are you gonna pay me?
Yeah. So what's the tax credit? So
are you gonna pay me?
So is that tax credit set at a certain fee, or is it?
It's based on how much you paid in. Remember, we pay property tax through our mortgages, right? So there's a calculation on the return, the Nebraska Department of Revenue website, that allows you to plug in how much you paid in property taxes, school and college. Remember, we also pay college credits to colleges as well. So those all added up and then inserted into this formula tells us how much we're going to get back for credit, just to kind of keep it simple.
Right. So,
I mean, if the tax professional was not in on the know, they could miss this for you and potentially force you to leave money, not force you, but just cause you to leave money on the table. That it could reduce your tax bill. A lot of people they don't get refunds. Right. A lot of people owe tax, so it's an opportunity to reduce your tax bill by whatever, $100. So it just depends.
It all adds up. So, but if you don't know, then you can take advantage of it. So that's why. That's
right. So we at Advanced Tax Solutions, we try to make sure we don't leave any money on the table for our clients, and we help you get the max back. That's our motto. We help you get the max back. So if you are looking for a tax professional, we are available for you. Again, Advanced Tax Solutions, located at 6311 Ames Avenue. We have over 30 years of experience in tax preparation. And we also do business taxes as well for sole proprietors and single member LLCs. So this is what we offer for our business owners to help them get prepared, get their paperwork in order. We offer a complimentary business expense tracker form that we can email. You can come pick one up, or we can email it to you. It's going to help you organize your expenses, advertising expenses, supplies, office supplies, your automobile expenses, track your mileage, all that. If you're, all those auto deductions, a lot of people don't know you're using your car for business, right? And even if it's a side hustle on the side and you want to file taxes as a sole proprietor, you don't have an LLC yet. guess what? You can still file a Schedule C and report your business taxes as a sole proprietor. That is a person, it's a sole member. They have not gotten an LLC. They haven't registered a business with the Secretary of State in order to get an LLC, but you can still file taxes as a sole proprietor and get those deductions.
Okay.
Remember, this helps offset any W-2 wages as well. Especially if you have a loss in your business.
Right.
It ties back over to your income and helps further reduce your tax liability if that is your situation. So we will send out a business expense tracker form to kind of help you get organized, because we want you to come into our office prepared and already have your expenses in the particular categories in the way IRS asks for it.
Right.
They're going to ask, how much is your supplies? How much did you spend in advertising? I wish I had brought it, the list, but I can just go off top because I've been doing this for a long time. If you buy machinery, say you're in the carpet cleaning industry. I know a couple people, that's their business. Them carpet machines are expensive, $500 and up,
right?
Depending on what you buy. If you're doing floors, you're buffering. Maybe you have a cleaning business and you go to offices and clean. Them buffer machines are expensive. I remember using one when I was in the military. That's what they made us do. Buffers and big old floors. Right. With this buffer, we'd be in there for hours trying to buff. And it's just this machine that goes and buffs after you mopped it, clean, sweep, swept and mopped it. Then they want to buff it so it can shine. For us to just stomp on it the next day. We'd be back to square one and we buff it. It was just something to keep us busy. I believe that. And just kind of mold us into, as a military people, we were always ordered to do stuff.
Right.
So these machines.
We're as a team.
Yeah. These machines are expensive. So you can write off these machines on your taxes. And there's this special section that'll allow you to expense or deduct the entire amount. You don't have to depreciate it over years. You can, if it costs you $1,000, you could write off the entire $1,000 on your taxes, further reducing your tax bill. So I always just say, in business, we love expenses because that's going to help us reduce our income. Reduce our incomes because you're always taxed on your income, whatever's left. So as a business, we have a lot of opportunities to reduce our tax debt, and you want to take advantage of them. You want to know everything that's available to us, tax credits, deductions, all that.
Right.
So let us know if you are interested in receiving one of that free of charge. And it doesn't matter if you decide to hire us to do your taxes for you, your business taxes for you. We'll still send this out to you, no obligation.
Right. And I'm telling everybody that's scared of this current administration. They have the 3 or 4 richest men on earth. And so I guarantee you they're going to be passing business legislation. Of course, they're going to be looking at the taxes because you got Elon Musk up there. And so they are making some changes on an economic level. So I'm telling everybody to just read the legislation and not worry about a personal man that you never met. Only thing that you can really take advantage of is the legislation that's going to be passed. And I guarantee you, they're going to be focused on business, just like last time Trump was in office. He focused on taxes. He focused on everything that was business related. That is his strength, and so
because he knows it.
Right. So everything else y'all worry about, his personality and all this other stuff, that don't make no difference. I'm telling everybody. God made us as individuals. I wouldn't want why change me, so why should change him? He's he, and we should just take advantage of the legislation that's going to be coming down. Because I guarantee you, they're going to be passing some business legislation, and they're going to be trying to pass some business relief in regards to taxes to business. So let's stay focused on that, y'all. We can take advantage. And like I did last time, I got $250,000 from the Trump administration because I had a plan already for internet. This is a time to work your business plans to be ready. Wherever you got, be ready. As far as business mind, be ready because you never know what's going to come down the pike. You got the 4 richest, 3, and Trump a billionaire too.
And they standing on business. And so we need to stand on
Period.
business. Period. So if you're a business owner, you better be in the know.
Yeah.
Take advantage of this. The tax code, if nobody ever told y'all, was created for business owners.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if you file as a non-business, just an individual or family, there's not really much you can deduct.
Right.
Right? If you have kids, of course, there's credits. But as a business owner, we can deduct all the way down to the paper towels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the way down to the paper towels.
Right.
So that means pretty much everything.
Yeah,
I'm just going to give y'all that.
Yeah,
but shout out to those that are chiming in. Lana Solution. Hey, Nicole. She says, teach us. Y'all know I love social media, and I like to acknowledge those that are tuning in. I appreciate you all. Jasmine White, she says, hashtag school readiness. Well, y'all better get on it. She says, thank you for the opportunity. You're welcome to learn. You're welcome. Michael Wetz, he says before or after deductions. I don't know. I don't remember what I was talking about at that time. If you want to clarify, that'd be fine. Jasmine also says caregivers. We applied for the caregiver. You did? Did you get approved? I want to know. I don't know anybody that's applied for it yet.
Let's just say applaud.
Oh, applaud. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't see. Y'all ain't got my glasses on. But if you're a caregiver, apply for it. Let me know if you got it. I want to know. Remember, the school readiness you can claim now, but you got to go to Nebraska Department of Revenue and submit that initial application to get approved, and then put that certificate number or approval number on your tax return, state tax return. This is a state credit. But shout out to everybody that's chiming in. Please share the broadcast to other fellow child care providers, people that just file taxes in general, and also our business owners. If y'all know a business owner or boss out there, share this broadcast, because we drop in business gems as well. And one more thing before I go, if you do decide to hire Advanced Tax Solutions for your tax prepper needs and you need an advance, we have an opportunity to help you out. We've partnered with Republic Bank, and they have allowed us to help our tax payers with up to $500 up to $6,000 in advance credit from your refund. So you got to be getting a refund. So if you want to apply for an advance before you get your refunds, we can help you get a little bit of money from Republic Bank. They're the one that's going to be shelling out the funds, right? You have to come in with your W-2s, and we'll prepare your taxes to see how much you qualify for. So just let us know if that's you. This is good until February 28th, I believe. So you can take advantage. And the reason why it's February 28th is because people, and I want to say this, and then I'm really, really done. This is important. Individuals that are filing tax returns where they're receiving the child tax credit, additional child tax credit, earned income credit, IRS is holding up refunds until March. It's either 6 or 8. You can Google it and find out exactly what the date is. So your refund's going to be held up. So a lot of you might need, in advance.
Right.
Now they've been doing this for a couple of years because of all the fraud that was going on. Parents jumping the gun and trying to beat the other parent, getting claiming the kids so they can get this child tax credit and all that. That stopped. IRS and caught up to the games, and they said, you know what, we just gonna hold it all the way up till end of February. Now it's March this time around. Mm-hmm. So that gives everybody the opportunity to get themselves together and get in front of their tax professional and file their taxes.
Brother Watts relate that question to income requirements for caregivers' tax deductions.
Yes.
So there are income requirements, or there's no income requirements?
There is income requirements. I mentioned that if you're a single filer, you have to make under $50,000 to claim the caregiver tax credit. And then if you're joint filers, you have to make less than $100,000 to claim the the caregiver tax credit. Remember, there's two of them, two new credits. Okay. This caregiver tax credit is a 2025 tax credit, but you need to start tracking your expenses now. So that's why I'm talking about it now. Get you a spreadsheet, a sales spreadsheet, or if you old school, write it down. Every time you spend money on caring for someone, family member, whoever it is, save those receipts, make a copy, because receipts they fade over time.
Right.
So I always make copies and then write it down in a book or something, how much it was, what was it for, and when it was.
Okay. Can you post that on your online or something?
I can try it. Yep, the caregiver tax credit available for. I printed this off. This is from the caregiver tax credit available to family caregivers through the Caregiver Tax Credit Act.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can see this.
I know a lot of people take care of their parents right now.
Yeah. This is dhhs.ne.gov.
Okay.
Maybe we can type that in there.
Department of Health and Human Services.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So this is where I got this release from. This is a news release that I was able to print off from their website. DHHS. We know who that is, right? Department of Health and Human Services.
He said, is that income before or after deduction?
This is adjusted gross income. So this is before any deductions, unless you have business expenses. Business expenses is backed out before adjusted gross income. Does that make sense?
I don't understand it, but it makes sense.
Mr. Watts, does that make sense? Adjust your AGI, adjusted gross income. So usually this is before any deduction. So under we call it under the line deduction income. So again, this tax credit, I'll try to see if I can save it on the desktop and then post it somewhere or post a link. Maybe I can post a link.
And then also you can call the number also 402-471-3121.
Yeah.
And you can talk to the Department of Health and Human Services yourself, and I'm pretty sure they'll send you all periodicals you need.
Mm-hmm.
And Brother Watts said thank you.
You are welcome, Brother Watts.
So make sure you guys, if you don't have access to the internet, 402-471-3121 is a number you can call and learn more about that tax credit, but also other credits that you might qualify for, or you just got to do your taxes.
And I'm glad you said that other credits, especially as it pertains to caregivers. Sign up for the newsletters on these pages that Nebraska Health and Human Services. I'm sure they have a newsletter that you can sign up for alerts like this.
Mm-hmm.
Sign up for it so it comes straight to your email.
Yeah, right.
That way you stay in the know.
Mm-hmm. Without doubt. So make sure you guys Advanced Solutions. They work Advanced Tax Solutions. They work year round. They're just not a part-time organization that just come in for 2 or 3 months to do taxes and they're gone. And you can't find those people. She's there every day, except for Sundays. Well, maybe there. She said something.
By appointment,
yes.
If it's worth it. Yes. I gotta have a day off.
6311 Ames Avenue, right here in the community. But also, you do some other things at that building. Yeah,
we do a lot of things. That's why I'm always there. We have a couple staff members. So, we do U-Haul. We are an authorized U-Haul dealer. So if you need trucks, I had a call before I got here. That's why I was late, because I was trying to help someone out with a truck rental. But we also are a drug testing facility as well. So we know we want to protect our truckers, our pilots. Mm-hmm. A lot of Southwest pilots come in, they fly in Epley and they go right up Ames and come and get drug tested because they get an alert. Hey, you need to go to the nearest drug testing facility. And we're a straight shot to Epley. Right. So a lot of them, we get those. Anyone that operates a safety sensitive machine, vehicle, forklift, all that, governed by DOT. If that company is governed by DOT, Department of Transportation. So we do DOT and non-DOT drug testing. As well, we do it by hair follicle. We do breath alcohol, so they blow in the machine. So when you don't know how people have accidents out on the street, and the police, they give them a breath alcohol test. That's a machine that they have to blow into. They make them walk the line, but they also do a breath test.
Yeah, as probation officer, I have one in my office, one of my desks, and put a tube on, make them blow, and it let you know how much alcohol that's in their system. We do fingerprints as well. So we're kind of evolved into this one-stop shop. A lot of this stuff kind of intertwines and is connected. So if you have to have a drug test, you might need to do a fingerprint. We do the non-DOT is for hiring. Pre-employment. So a lot of employers, they want you to
get a drug test. If, for whatever reason, if you may or may not be operating a safety sensitive machine, but some employers, they still want a drug test, even if you're sitting behind a computer. I just did one yesterday. He's like, I'm working from home on a computer, but he came in for a drug test. Pre-employment. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what you're doing these days. Employers just want to make sure they're hiring, people that are,
So what are you gonna do about?
I was gonna say something else, but
so what are you gonna do? I know pilots and truckers. What are you gonna do about since it's legal marijuana now on the medical side? Is that going to change anything? Or those same industries going to still be governed the same way? Mainly because they got lives in their hands. That's
a good question. We're located at 6311 Ames Avenue in Omaha, Nebraska. So to answer your question, King, we have a lot of Nebraska laws where medical marijuana has been approved. Remember, that was back in November. That got forward and approved. So employers, depending on how it's governed through Department of Transportation, how they're going to regulate, they may still require that we test for marijuana, because that's one of the 5. We do 5 panels and 10 panel tests. So 5 panel just means 5 different drugs, amphetamines, all those things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the transportation industry will probably be still governed the same versus other industries.
I don't see it going away,
right?
Because
they got people lives in their hands.
You got people lives. You're a school bus driver. You are on the road, 18-wheeler, and the amount of force when you're driving at 80 miles an hour or whatever to stop or to hit someone, at that. So no, we need everybody coherent, alert, and everything like that. So we do a lot of things. We're also African Boutique. We in Black History Month. Happy Black History Month, everybody. February, Black History Year, period. We're not contained to just a month.
No, just shout out to President Ford for extending. What's his name? Brother? The one that actually developed the brother. I forget his name.
I don't know who you talked about.
The original brother that developed Black History Week, and then I just saw it on Garrison.
What's his name?
Or something like that. Garrison or something like that. And then President Ford from Omaha extended it to a month. And so there's been a lot of misinformation out there about that DEI and Trump's not going to celebrate Black History Month and all that stuff. But his press secretary came out 2 days ago and said, yes, we celebrate Black History Month, and we're tired of all the lies.
We were, a lot of people were just concerned because of what all was going on. But just get back to you real quick and we can come back and talk about that. But we are African Boutique, so we sell dashikis and black soap and shea butter and all that stuff. So we do a lot at 6311 Ames Avenue. And that's our longest running business, is the S&M African Boutique.
Now, you still do the mail too?
Oh yeah, we do virtual mail. And see, we do a lot of things that they're more services than businesses, so sometimes I forget. But we do what's called virtual mail. This is for individuals or business owners that want to list a different business other than their residence. So maybe a lot of people, and this came from COVID too, but we were doing this before COVID. People started setting up businesses and working from home.
Right.
But they didn't want to list, because when you register your business with the Secretary of State, you have to give them an address of the business. And you didn't want to give them your home address. So we are a solution for that. So you can use our address and you get a suite number. It's called a virtual address or digital mail, virtual mail service. So you could get a different address and list it as your business address, and still work from home. Individuals, for whatever reason, they don't want to use the address where they're actually living. So we provide a solution for that. We receive packages as well, because a lot of business owners, I got retailers that have this service. iPostal One is who we use. So you can go to ipostal1.com if you're interested in some type of digital mail service or virtual mail service, it's also known as. And you can sign up as a business or an individual. And it's low cost too, but we receive packages. We also mail out packages as well. We're kind of like you can look at us as a mini post office.
Yep, without doubt.
Because we can weigh your mail and we can add postage to it and mail it out for you. The mailman comes every day, so we can deliver the packages to him. You can have packages shipped to us. Our partners are FedEx, UPS, USPS, and Amazon Prime. They come all the time as well, so you can order stuff through Amazon and have it delivered at our facility. So yeah, we do a lot of things.
So we're about to get out of here. So hopefully I'll be hearing some good news today in regards to the election commission. Like I said, submitted.
Is today the day?
They said probably today or Wednesday. They should have a good idea if everything is straight. So once it's official, then I already been kind of doing some pre stuff already, but you'll hear where we're gonna have our next function. I know for a fact that the radio station we're planning to host a debate. I'm gonna be on the stage. I'm not gonna be moderating, but the station has to do something in regards to making sure that the candidates are heard. And so we probably, I'm reaching out to Stacy. So Stacy over at the Central Gathering Place, if you're watching, give me a holler. I'm gonna try to holler at you. We want to do something maybe next Monday or maybe 2 weeks on the maybe 17th or the 24th to do a live debate over at the Central Gathering Place. So we're working on that right now. The radio station is going to be the sponsors, and we already got moderators. We got some tough moderators too.
All right, now
they're going to be tough on me, and they're going to be secrets because.
Ooh. Can you say?
I'm telling you. I'll tell you.
But you're gonna announce if you move on.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah, it's gonna be got some tough moderators, without doubt. No sucker ducks, period. And so you'll get information. You'll get the tough questions because sometimes people will claim that they did this, but no, that was a private project that was already scheduled to be built. And so sometimes people take advantage of what's already scheduled to be built. And say, well, this is my area. I know we got to look at the tax credits and how many people are getting tax credits in this community. Niagara got a tax credit and they ran out of town at nighttime with their chicken and they brand whatever they had. But now we got Mecca. Mecca is making a great profit. They do give money back to the turn-back tax, but they didn't want to do it unless it's under the pressure of Senator Chambers. Now, nonprofits from North and South Omaha can get a share of the profit of Mecca, but Mecca is in District 2. And District 2, always we got to share with everybody. Now, I love South Omaha because I went to Bryan, but Senator Chambers was a District 2. It was our senator, and it was meant for North Omaha for District 2 because it's the poorest area. But we always share. We're the torchbearer for everybody. That's why y'all using the 14th and 15th Amendment from our ancestors. Birthright. That came from slavery, from slaves. So everybody want to use our plight, but don't give us the respect. Everybody want to use our ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears, but don't give us no love. And I'm speaking out against it because my mom picked cotton, and I'm unapologetic because the plantation house still stands, and she was born in 1930, and she's one of 15 kids, so that house was built in the 1800s. So I'm unapologetic. We all got to follow the laws, and being a black man, oh yeah, we're the most incarcerated, so we follow the laws. Well, they're applying the laws to the black man for real. And so, no, we want to make sure everybody is treated the same. That's why we had the affirmative action. They got rid of that. That's why we got EEO. They still got that. But we already got laws for discrimination. Why we need more stuff? And then I encourage our brothers that's getting out of prison, and especially black men, we got to start our own businesses. And then we can get around that isms, that racism. If we start our own business and we, as a community, start collectively coming together like the Amish, and start to support each other like the Amish, and not. Have you heard of Amish kill each other? No, have you ever?
No.
You know what I mean? I haven't heard. The only time I really see the Amish is when I travel on the train. very orderly, very respectful. I really hear him really talk real loud.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to start getting back to this loving our neighbor,
Yeah.
and respecting our neighbors, and we'll go a long ways. And for you new, Negro mean black. Okay, you new Negroes who's scared of a man that y'all never met, and y'all spreading fear. Ye have little faith. That's all I gotta say. You got a little faith in your God, or you have no faith in your God at all. And so I'm stepping on toes. Revenue hope, the only hope you got. So I got mad faith. I got the armor of God on. So I'm talking real thorough, talking real strong.
You coming heavy, talking heavy.
Feel real confident right now.
You talking heavy. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
because God got me. Woo, I feel good. I feel like Ric Flair. Woo.
Well, I want to, King, say, congratulations on stepping forward for your community and, getting the signatures for your petition to be elected as a candidate for city council. I wish you, much luck. I'm looking forward to the debate because that's when we hear about a lot of how you're gonna, or the candidates are gonna handle a lot of issues,
Right.
and we get to hear from them, under the pressures of, the questions and rebuttals and all that stuff. So that's where it really goes down right there. I mean, anybody can submit an application to run for office, but to find out who people truly are is going to go down at the debate. And so I'm glad that you're putting together something like that, and 95.7 The Boss is sponsoring it, so we can hear from our candidates.
Without doubt. So you guys know me. I'm a crying DJ. I got all the names. I cry. I get mad. I mean, so I'm a real person. But also, I'm a professional. I've worked in state government. I'm a state probation officer. So I've worked in a courthouse. I've written precinct investigations. I got many kids in college through Positive Havoc, through our basketball camps, and that's all I've been doing since college is work. And when it came to Channel 22, I had my first show over there. It was called Kicking Knowledge, and then the last show was called Positive Havoc. Anytime you positive, it's going to cause havoc, without a doubt, because y'all worship the devil. I got this thing. I got that thing. I got this thing. I got this thing. No,
my God.
This is the 30th year for the Million Man Marcher, and I got goosebumps guys in the building. It's the first time I actually felt God. My mama taught me about God, but actually feeling them, because growing up in church, and I'm 7, 8, and we were at Great New Hope Baptist Church, Reverend Kelly, and then I said people shout. I said, why they shout over there?
You didn't understand.
I didn't understand it. Why people were shouting over there. But at the Million Man March, I understood that God has been revealed in them. Oh yeah, God has manifested, and it's so much excitement. You gotta do something. So, and so this is the 30th year anniversary. I tell everybody I'll be chronologically 60 years old, but spiritually I'm only 30 years old. I'm young.
Young at heart.
Yeah, I'm a youngin'.
Youngin'.
Yeah, I'm a youngin'. So I've been here now. I want to gossip a little bit, but you ain't heard over here.
Here we go.
I got a call last night. I got a call from one of the community advocates, brother SW. I play his music all the time, Shirley Wells. He said, when you at the parade? I said, I was at the parade, but I was working. And in March, I passed out. I put flyers for all the marchers. I put flyers on their cars.
Okay.
I'm a king. We work.
Mm-hmm.
We work kings. Y'all march. That's cool. I'm a king. We won sponsors. But that day I felt I'm a king, and it's not time to. I wanted to work.
You didn't feel like marching.
I wanted to work. That was my passion. And usually kings, that's what we do. We work. we work. And then one of the last, messages, and I'm gonna post this last message that I got from Martin, my cousin, and people laugh. BB King is my cousin too, my second cousin. We come from the same plantation. For y'all don't know about the King plantation. That pisses me off every time I say that. They don't believe me. But man, this is for real. I don't brag off it. I don't talk about it all the time. But we're from the King plantation for real, or the Busby plantation. With my mama Busby.
But it's a plantation, nevertheless.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, no, we got to make sure that we can't forget, our ancestors, because I wouldn't be able to talk without my ancestors' sacrifice.
Yeah.
And man, Miss Brosnan has had great information today. I appreciate this so much. Love, good trouble. See, that's
good trouble.
Good trouble, baby. That's me.
Thank you for your comment, Miss. Is it Brideau?
Yeah, Brideau.
Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but thank you.
Yeah, good trouble. So, but the gossip I've heard now, there's a perception that the candidates are showing up for photo ops. Now, Sherman Wells have been an advocate for the bed bug issue, the conditioning issues of our community. And these advocates are, they having a problem with the big house, the mayor house, and they felt those candidates that were walking arm in arm, they felt slighted, but they didn't see me, so they called and said, "Where William at? Where William King at? Ain't he running?" I said, "Yeah, I'm running, but I was working. I'm not." And I have great respect for everybody. And when it comes to housing, my mama made us clean up every Friday before we do anything. So sometimes it's some responsibility too, because the landlords aren't bringing the bed bugs in there. So some people also, it's a tenant and landlord relationship that gotta be worked out. And if we got people that's just dealing with some type of mental or even financial, then those problems are going to continue to reoccur. And even in the situation at OHA, they said that you can't get rid of bed bugs because they can be reintroduced. They can go to somebody's house and get their bug, and then it's back up again.
They can go from apartment to apartment.
Right. But the Salvation Army guy has a solution. The Salvation Army. That's why they call them the Salvation Army.
What's the solution? So you didn't want to do a photo op. You didn't want to show up.
No, I don't
do a photo op.
No, because that's all I've been seeing. That's all I've been seeing. I've been seeing these potential candidates follow community advocates, community people that's on the groundwork doing that work. Then the politicians show up, or the particular politicians show up, and they want to. Well, give me a spoon. Well, give me a branch. Well, give me a towel. So it doesn't seem authentic. And then one of the Kasim, I'm saying everybody name because they Tell the Truth Tuesday. Is they Tell the Truth Tuesday?
It is Tell the Truth
Tuesday.
And Tax Talk.
We drop names over here. Kasim got and said, well, the old folks, you're 50, 60, and 70, y'all need to move over to the young people. And then I seen Miss Goodwin said, well, dang it, she brought her stats out. The young people don't got those kind of stats. You better put some respect on them as some elders.
Okay.
And then I seen Kasim said everything about his candidate. I think he's supporting Jones. And he said, Jones, I told you about that for a while. So I'm coming like the tortoise, y'all. And I'm telling you, if you listening, this one thing I learned from my elder, shout out to Dick Davis, because I was like that rabbit. Get out there, that rabbit. You can't that rabbit want to be that rabbit. He said, no, you gotta be patient. So I've turned to the tortoise.
Okay.
I turned to the tortoise.
The tortoise.
And I see what the rabbits are doing.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Okay, and
Slow and steady
wins
the race.
I'm this looking and just observing, and I'm gonna let the community be the judge. And the community is judging. The community is judging, and they know what's authenticity, and they know what's Memorex. Is it live or is it Memorex?
I can't with you.
See, you want to call someone that can make people laugh. I'll make the other council people laugh, and then pretty soon they're gonna vote for.
That's the charisma you were talking about earlier.
Charisma, you gotta be genuine, but real at the same time. So, but we ain't want to gossip over here. We ain't want to gossip. You ain't heard over here. So, you won't be seeing me in another thing. I wanted to be official before I go out and start taking all these pictures and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of them aren't official yet. I'm taking pictures and I'm walking and.
Are they prior?
No,
politicians?
No, they I don't know. I think so. There might be some veterans and some new ones.
I mean, maybe I'm just saying. Maybe that's why they feel they can get out there before the camp. You know, the vote, the election, because they were former politicians.
Well, you guys do get your signature.
But I understand what you're saying, though.
I just want to get everything validated
before you get out there.
Before I get out there and say, well, we're official.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, you could also come back later, even after the photo op, and just talk about it.
Yep.
Kind of give people your opinion on it or whatever.
Well, I love Martin. I love Martin. We have the same last name. And the symbolism, is that a sin to, because I thought we were supposed to be using symbols.
Symbols? What do you mean?
Yeah, like the, I don't know, like it's like in the Bible, are we supposed to be using like symbols and objects? I
don't understand.
Like to worship?
What context are you?
I don't know. I
need to know the context before I can answer that question.
She's a preacher kid, so.
Well, we don't want to take things out of context. I can't just respond and I don't know what reference.
Maybe I'm confused too. So, see, I can admit when you sometimes you got to admit when no, you got to yield. Sometimes just reevaluate. But no, I just I promoted the march and of course, but I asked Perkins, can something else come out of it? Just. Can we have like an economic something for the children to show them? I mean, some type of something that we could take away besides just marching. Now, when I got to I hit the flyers, the cars, and we drove up. I drove up from 24th Street to Salem, and then I was in the back. And I saw some of the speeches, and I was kind of disturbed by one because they wasn't talking about Martin. They was talking about Trump in a church, and it's supposed to be Martin Luther King Day. And so that bothered me because they wasn't there for King. They wasn't there for King.
What was the focus?
I really didn't hear a lot of King talking.
Okay.
Pastor Perkins did some King talking. But it wasn't a lot of King talking, and I'm a King. They did a lot of Trump talking and Trump bashing and a lot of hate in the church. See, Reverend Kelly wouldn't allow that. You don't speak hate in the church. You speak forgiveness in the church, just like the Catholic, the female Catholic minister asked Trump for forgiveness, for mercy. That's what you do in the church. So I got offended. I walked out. And I ain't turn around because y'all owe me taxes. I grew up on that property where Salem and Walgreens and 75 North. I grew up there, blessed with tears. Y'all owe me some taxes. So when I win, oh man, are y'all gonna be my friend?
Oh Lord!
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say that could be a tag, but no, it can't be a tag.
Now you're gonna be my friend. No, because I got a call from a former mayor. I ain't gonna let y'all know who it is. I got a call from a former mayor, and my elder Big Davis. They told me the same thing. Now I don't know if they know each other, but they told me the same thing. She said. The former mayor, she said, "Oh, that's a she." No, he, she. That's some confusion now. DEI. I'm trying to trick you now. Well, that person called me, and that person said, "Challenge those around you to see who will support you. Challenge them, the such and such, the such and such. So when I come official, and Dick Davis, shouts out to Dick Davis. You say, remember who helped you on one hand. I like this. I like that. Remember who helped you on one hand, and remember who did not help you on the other. You said, help those that help you first, and then help those that did not help you second. See, we're going to behave like God because we work for God. We're going to let you change this devil. We still going to help you, but it can be, I don't know, we don't know when. but for those that help me, I will not forget you at all. And so I'm letting everybody know I'm testing you. We are a research radio station. I'm a research man. And so I'm going to see if you say yes or no. I'm going to see if you support me. I don't care if it's a primary or not. Y'all know I've been doing work here for I don't know how long, and majority of y'all that's running came through here for validation. You know you got to come through the boss. Even white people say you got to go to the boss. You know why? Because my mama has put some good stuff in me, and my daddy, but mostly my mama. And so you got to come through here for validation. You know, you got to. I mean, I can't help them with Million Man March. I can't help them. I'm on 85% saved. I can't help.
We got to change that.
Well, today I got Martine. I'm about 89% saved. I went up 4 degrees. So y'all, I just want to. We're gonna have a fun. I'm looking at it as fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna take anything personal. So any Candace, if I say anything,
you sure?
Yeah, don't take it personal. Study Foster taught there's no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, there's only permanent issues. I'm running for a job, but at the same time, I'm going to expose, those that aren't authentic.
Well, that's what debates are for, anyway.
Yeah, and we need authenticity. We got too many kids that's in foster care. I had a young white kid testify to me. I was in Lincoln at a concert. He found it out on the radio station. That white kid came up to me, man. I got goosebumps. Oh man, he said, man, you helped me get through foster care.
How?
I don't know, but I guess by the way we talk. I don't know, we talk positive, we all talk God, we all talk about we can persevere.
You should have asked him specifically what was it.
And I guess this is just the way how we're talking and self-responsibility and self-love and
okay.
I don't know what we do. I mean, ever since we've been here, you was part of helping Winning Women Wednesday, just naming the days that we've been committed about, change that behavior. And I think that you like that approach. And so I know we're making a difference. And every once in a while, a person get out of county jail and I run across them and said, man, I listen to you all the time because they only have a transitional radio.
And you shout them out too, that they listening.
Oh yeah, without doubt. You play their music.
We're acknowledging them. So a lot of people just want to be acknowledged.
Without doubt.
Supporters.
Without doubt. And I truly follow what Reverend Kelly taught me. The sick and shed in. He always that was a strong part of his ministry.
Mm-hmm.
And so that stuck on me. And I'm not gonna forget the sick and shed in. My mama wasn't that way. And the church women at New Hope wasn't that way. Mm-hmm. So when you follow great leadership, it's just hard to follow, anything else. So stay attention.
You gonna let us know?
Pay attention. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm trying to be. It's sounding to be more.
What?
What's it? Diplomatic. I'm trying to come with a little bit more honey versus vinegar, I guess.
Well,
so pray for me, y'all.
You can work on that, but at the same time, you want to be authentic.
Yeah,
be yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna be myself. So
a lot of people already know.
Yeah.
So this will be for the newcomers.
Yeah. So I have y'all.
Like, who is he?
Yeah.
Then they learn about your platform here.
Right. So I don't know if you guys heard of Eric Mays. He passed. He was a city councilman in Flint, Michigan. And I want to be like him, kind of. I kind of want to be like him. And
was he a black man?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
One of the deep voice and talking all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He passed.
Yeah, he passed.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was a great city councilman. So I just been just doing some study but I can't be like him. I want to be myself. And so.
And he was from
Flint, Michigan.
If y'all want to look them up, Flint, Michigan. Our
Yeah.
condolences to the family and
Yeah.
the Michigan family.
Great
family.
councilman. Very, very. He's similar to me a little bit.
Oh,
He's similar to me.
What?
But he's a little bit more aggressive. A little bit more aggressive he is. But I like his tactics because he loves his community, and that's what you're gonna get out of me. You're gonna get the love of the community. I will fight for you, and I will not sell you out. Remember, I know that health is wealth, and I know it comes from God. God paid tenfold, y'all. I work for God. Man, y'all only pay once, and y'all try to take that one away from me because I got to sign a damn contract. You damn man. You damn man. And that's my nickname. And so no.
Man.
Yeah, man. So that's my nickname too. So no, but so that's why I work for God, y'all. I go work for God. God paid tenfold. So if we're gonna have some fun doing this campaign, I'm gonna have some fun. Win, lose, or draw. We're gonna create a movement. We're creating a behavioral movement, and that's my really objective. That's where we come to start sticking together, start working together. I got some neighborhood initiatives. We're gonna roll that out. Everybody talking about what they're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing and what we're gonna continue to do and expand on. All right, Omaha, the birds, the bluffs.
Hey.
I got my sidekick or my partner in God. No, not my partner in crime. My partner in God. Make sure you guys.
We don't do no crime over here.
But I will cry on you. I will cry on you. But 6311 Ames Street, the one-stop shop. You want your taxes done. You want a U-Haul. You need your mail sent. What you want? You want to get your drug test. What you want? We got it.
We got it. What you want? What you want?
You need some business coaching. We got that too.
Got that too. You need referred. We got all the business cards in the office. Come on.
We got that too.
Just let us know who you're looking for.
6311 Ames Avenue. She'll be open an hour, and she do take tips. I don't know if she got a tip jar. She do take tips.
Right. Advanced Tax Solutions, 6311 Ames Avenue. If you need our help, you need a tax professional, just let us know.
24 hours, 366.
Hey.
She just don't open up on seasonal. She's not seasonal.
And we do digital tax preparation. So you don't even have to come in the office.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Advanced.
Remember the virtual? We were doing virtual before we needed to do virtual.
Okay. Advanced. That's why it's in the name, y'all. Advanced.
Hey.
We call it boss for a reason. She call it advanced for a reason. We don't be playing no game. Today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. Remember, this day is actually about yourself, being truthful to yourself. So if you need to finish school, accept an apology. Apologize. Whatever you need to do to be honest with yourself, get it done. And then also accept constructive criticism. It is a criticism that builds you up. I get it every day. Everyone that's around me give me constructive criticism, and I consider it love. They want to see me reach my full potential. And then shouts out to my man Trip Reynolds. Trip Reynolds ran Channel 22. He's the son of Reverend Reynolds. I got goosebumps.
You know these people.
I be hanging out reverends and bishops.
Hallelujah.
You know what I got? You need a couple Hail Marys, Hail Marys.
Hallelujah.
And Brother Trip, I got him, hired him on as my campaign manager. And the reason why I hired him on as my campaign manager is the reason why I started the radio station. After one of my shows on Channel 22, he came to me, he said, Mr. King, he said, I like what you're doing, Mr. King, you're doing great things, but you're not reaching your full potential, Mr. King. And I said, and when he said it to me, I knew he was right. And so I went home that very night. I prayed to God. This is when I was still married. I prayed to God. I said, God, I need something to support my family, but teach the community how to fish. And then the very next day, a short white dude came in. Oh, yeah, he's short. His name is Jack Dunn. Run Progressive. I forget what it is, but his organization is about checks and balances of the government. And he's told me about Part 15 technology. I mentioned this earlier about Part 15 technology. And you don't need a radio license to operate a Part 15 a transmitter. I took that knowledge. I researched it. I called the manufacturer of a Hamilton Rangemaster, the best transmitter, AM transmitter that's built in the country. I called him And I told her, I said, man, I'm representing the poorest area in the country. And I need those transmitters, but I need a discount. And he gave me a discount. Shouts out to the African bookstore. God rest his soul, Brother Taylor, Brother Gainey, Tariq Alameen, and the other individuals that had the Black Unity Fund. I went and pitched them. They gave me my first $1,000. I was able to buy my first transmitter. Then I went to my man Larry Bradley, who's from the Lakota tribe, and he gave me another $2,000, and so I was able to buy my first transmitters. And so, y'all, that's the type of ecosystem that we're going to create.
Wow.
I was funded by my neighbors. We're going to create that same ecosystem in every neighborhood. So if you're a young person, inspiring, you got an idea, and you have the money, we're gonna set up opportunities where you better pitch similar to what the Midland African Chamber is doing. And so we can expand our goals neighborhood by neighborhoods. The mayor has $5,000 grants for community grants. We should better to utilize that money that the mayor has, and then also Kimber Snipes has over at One Omaha, who is focusing on improving our neighborhoods. It's all about partnerships, baby, about bridging gaps. You see what my dying sign? Bridging gaps, what we do. but if you don't know the people to bridge in order to make this happen, then we can't solve anything. So we already got a plan, baby. I've already experienced a plan. I'm an example of the plan. I know it works, and we're just gonna recreate it. All right. So if you got an idea, young person, I don't care if you got a GED. I don't care if you even got a high school diploma. You don't need none of that validation. All you need is a will to get it done. And all I need you to take 2 steps, and I guarantee you God gonna take his or her 2 steps. So we gotta get back in that rhythm. Everything else will come back to it. So like I said, our campaign is a behavioral movement. Our goal is to change our behavior so we're better individuals, better family members, and better citizens. What's wrong with being a little bit better? So
I like that behavior movement. I like that.
Yeah, if not, we're gonna be doing the same thing, over and over. No, baby, we real smart over here. I'll be 60 years old. I'm not gonna turn 60 again, Martine. Now, I didn't believe in reincarnation before, but I believe in it now.
You coming back?
I'm coming back.
Better, stronger, faster. Like the $6 million man.
Right now. So,
well, yeah, we need to do something different because in the past it hasn't been working, doing the same thing over and over again. And by definition, that's insanity, right?
Yeah, but I know. And so that's why you came on to teach people about tax knowledge versus depending on the Hewitts, they're only there for 60 days. And they're not bringing the expertise and the love that
and these
tax bringing.
Yeah, and these entities aren't coming out and telling you. They're posting on their site. So that means you got to go to the source. Well, the source needs to be launching a Facebook Live every month and letting people know about this. The money's there, so you're not going to tell people it's there.
Right.
I don't get that. Each entity, whatever information that you're posting on your site, you need to turn around and do a live stream about it to get the word out to people. Go where the people are. Right. Where are they at? They're on social media.
Yeah, right now. You gotta go where they are. And so Martine does what do you call that? The streaming. You still do streaming
during tax season. It's called Tax Talk Tuesday. So so tonight I'll be doing Tax Talk Tuesday from my platform, Facebook. Everybody needs a platform. If you got information you need to dispense out into the community, you need a platform, and you can use these are free platforms. Right. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Got a YouTube channel. We got all that. So I come out on Tuesday evenings to update you guys about taxes, about new credits. So last Tuesday was the first live stream for this tax season. And so I want to come on the show because this is a different platform and a different type of people that don't follow me on social media. So by radio, still the largest way to dispense information, radio. Yeah. And we stream as well. Come on now. We also stream Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So, I mean, we trying to hit everybody, wherever y'all are, you're bound to find us.
Right.
You know, so we do that Tax Talk Tuesday, just to kind of keep people updated.
What time tonight?
So it's usually around 6 or 7. It depends on. So I have office hours, so I like to wait till the last customer's gone. And we usually close up about 6, and so I want to jump on at that point, so that I'm not interrupted. You know, so people can walk. You know, we have walk-ins too, so I don't want to be on a live stream and someone walks in and needs service. So I kind of wait till we're closed.
So all you gotta do is just go to Facebook and type in Martine Quartey.
Follow me. First of all, follow me, and then you can hit the notification to be updated when I go live. Facebook will send you a notification. So as long as you see that notification on our phones, you know, then you can tap in. But however, what's beauty of live streaming is that you can always access the replay.
Yeah, without doubt.
It's gonna be there forever.
Archive.
That's right.
We're smart over here. 95.7 The Boss. Make sure you go to 6311 Today Ames Avenue. To get all your tax needs done.
And if you have questions, they can call too.
Yeah, they can call. And then if you can't make it, Zoom. So she has
hit the live stream. Messenger, send me a message in Messenger. I like Messenger because it pops up right there on my phone. If you need a quick answer or something. I have a lot of people call just with questions.
Right. All right, y'all. We'll be back. Tomorrow is Winning Women Wednesday. We have several organizations coming in talking about immigration tomorrow.
Oh, good one.
And so I know there's some fear about immigration, and so we're gonna talk about it. So you'll be in the know what to do, what you can't do, what's happening.
Yeah. And share that with those individuals, community members that are in that situation, so they can watch the show right along with you.
Right. And so most people think it's they're going after the Hispanic community. No, they're going after everybody.
African community.
Asian community.
Yeah.
And then also the education community. If you had aspired what do you call it?
What was that new one? Yeah, I just heard it on the news. I can't remember because I'm trying to follow it, but I don't exactly.
It's so many loopholes that we're not aware. But again, I always like to focus on Americans. If you owe child support, you cannot leave America. That's all I got to say.
You won't be granted a
visa or a passport. They will not grant it. And so we're going to talk about the pros and cons of this immigration period. Also, they're sending Europeans over back home too. They're sending Europeans over there. You might not hear about it, but because our Hispanic community are allowed a voice as far as opposition, but man.
Yeah, and and since we're gonna have individuals tomorrow on the show that's gonna be talking about that the immigration and how it affects Nebraska and people that may be in fear,
right?
And how they can get help and stuff. So that's good. It's good that we're bringing that knowledge because a lot of people. I mean, there's organizations out there that are trying to disseminate the information too, but we're bringing them to the show,
right?
So they can reach another community,
right?
So
for those that's listening, and I mean, America will put you in jail. I'm a black man. Ever since we've been kidnapped, we had to have papers as we travel from plantation to plantation. If we didn't have paperwork from plantation to plantation, we could end up being hung right there. So this is our lineage, and this is my lineage. We have our black people, my people have always had to have paper, or you will be lynched. So please don't compare us with y'all. Don't. My ancestors went through the harshest racism in recorded mankind. We had to have our paper to go to plantation to plantation, or we risk death. No ifs, ands, or buts. So we had to follow the law. They penalized the black man. They said a black man rape a woman, they burn down the whole town. because they say we so-called broke the law and it was made up. Man, they take their laws serious over here in the United States, y'all. Biden, who y'all love, Biden signed a crime bill. We still got brothers and sisters in jail because of the crime bill. Because when I was a probation officer, that's when they started mandatory sentences. Before then, it didn't exist when Biden. So I don't want to hear that Biden stuff. When he was the one that started mandatory minimums. They took the discretion away from the judges when they did that. And that's why we got lower penalty. That's why we got the overcrowding. So don't come to me with the Biden up, man. Come on, man. Did Trump sign up the crime bill? No. So we can blame. Everybody can blame, and point finger, but it's not. It doesn't advance us. It doesn't advance us. So Omaha, the birds of blessed. Please do not be fearful of someone that you've never seen. Trust in your God. That's one of the things that I've learned. People really don't trust in your God. I mean, that's the measurement. And I asked clergy. Only the one said, Pastor Perkins says, so he said, I love God. He said I know Pastor Perkins ain't afraid of Trump. Because he said the right thing. He said, I love God. So you're on the right team. You love God, you can't fear no man. But the fear, the talk of fear, the conquering divide, that's the tools of the enemy. My degree is in behavioral science and sociology, psychology. And so the enemy is very the rich. Let's call it the rich because majority of us all are sane. They control the media. They put out messages to create division, to create hysteria. So,
and we can call them the enemy because enemy is a force that goes against.
Right. Okay.
You know. So
okay. I'm trying to be more honey-like. versus vinegar.
We've normalized that word, so you can say it without any
all right.
any feeling, or any pushback.
Right. So we appreciate y'all. I know the show went lengthy today, but sometimes when you spreading out good knowledge, we got great feedback from those for the taxes because everybody's affected by taxes. The I, the R, the S is not going nowhere.
Right.
And you might as well be in compliance with them. And then once you're in compliance, you can use them to advance your to get access to capital.
Absolutely. If you don't know, you don't know, and
right.
You got the right one in office, you might be seeing a lot more
right now.
of opportunities if you're a business owner. So everybody start business.
So tell everybody start
business. If you start a seamstress business. If you homeschool, if you're a former teacher,
right,
homeschool, that's another business, and you about to see something happen by way of education. They're trying to tear down the Department of Education. Did you hear that on the news?
I think it's good.
Homeschool on the rise, y'all, y'all need to. You teachers out there, my daughter's a teacher. I'm telling her, get her set up homeschool, and she would love that because she has a almost 3-year-old. She would love to homeschool.
Right.
The only reason why people don't go into this because they need to make sure they're making enough money to take care of the family.
Right.
So, but we're gonna figure out a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Because isn't the mother the first teacher?
Yeah, heck yeah, it comes from the home.
Yeah. So
parents are the first teachers. But maybe we need to, look at more homeschooling.
I think so. Senator Wayne just passed legislation that we can take unless it got repealed, that each individual will take their $7,000 and they can leave public and go to private school. I said, well, why don't they just all the people that's in daycare take all that $7,000 and now build their own school up? They're dealing with the Department of what's that? The dairy department, where for the food allowance. And like I said, you got some retired teachers now, and they can teach K through 6 easy.
Yeah, I have a friend. Shout out to Dr. LaDonna Griffin.
Yeah, they're in the wall.
She got a whole building
And I heard
where she
another
started
lady-
an educational program.
Yes, and we need to back her.
We do. I went to the grand opening.
Yes,
That was my way of showing that I'm in support. I love the idea as a educator myself. I love the programs that she's bringing in that wouldn't pass in public school.
Right.
You know, I'm not against public school, but I am against if I can't get a particular program in your school that benefits my child, then we've got a problem.
Right.
You know, especially Black history.
Yeah.
I remember my daughter. I'll just tell a quick story if you don't mind. My daughter, I had her in parochial school, which is private school, Catholic school, right? And I was kind of in my feelings with public school, so I enrolled her in public school or private school. And they had an issue when it came to Black History Month, publishing or doing a display of Black authors.
Okay.
You know, information pertaining to Black history. Right. It was very limited, and I challenged them. I was like, "What's going on here? you put a little bit out, but can we do better?" Right. You know, they got to do something. You know what I'm saying? There's this thing where they do a little bit. But we in 2000 and whatever year it was, let's do a whole demonstration and give, you know, acknowledgement to the history of Blacks in America from your school, you know, from your school, in support of it. I don't believe in this little bit. Right. We passed that little bit. We need to be doing more. And so it needs to be in every school system, private, public, it doesn't matter. Right. And so I just challenged them, and I just was like set back. I was like, because I come from a public school background and I know what we do on that side. But in private school, I was like, y'all got to do better. Right. Y'all got to do better. Black history, it's been, how long has it been around? How long Black's been around? 400 years. Don't let me take you back to the transatlantic slave trade. Don't let me take you there. Right. But here in America, come on now, it's been 400 years, and you still, as a educational institution, whether public or private, you still putting out a little bit. So what Trump is doing? You got all these Black students. Tear it down, and it's tear it down, because actually the educational institution is the first institution where it teaches you failure. It affects your self-esteem. Everybody learns at different levels, in different speeds. Doesn't mean that you are less than because you're not efficient in biology, but you might be great at English. So everybody's not good at everything, and we shouldn't have an institution that affects someone's self-esteem. That's right. It's about being proud of whatever race you are, and that would have been supportive to those students. Right, doubt. And so when you know, push back on that because you only want to put out a little bit and you don't want to let that group of people do a whole program. We should have had a whole program. Yeah, right. You know, then I have a problem with that. It even just kind of goes back to working for someone. If I can't be my full person or meet my full potential, I need to be an entrepreneur. I need to where I can go all the way to the top of my potential and thrive. Right. But if I'm gonna be in an institution where I'm limited, I can only make this much. I can't apply for this job, you know, because you're not going to hire me because XYZ and all that. Then I need to move on where I can thrive and grow, and flow. Right down, hustle and flow, y'all. Hustle and flow. Period. That's my attitude on that. So let's continue to create some good trouble. That's gonna be my motto. I'm gonna be causing good trouble with a smile. Omaha, the birth of blessing. Remember, the day is Tell the Truth Tuesday. Be honest with yourself, but also accept constructive criticism. It's a criticism that actually builds you up. Martine, last word before we get out of here. I just want everybody to be great. It is a Tuesday. You know, tomorrow will be Hump Day. Winning Women Wednesday. Yeah. And I want everyone to be your best. We are in a time where we need to be standing on business. Okay. We don't know what this world is going to bring us. There's a lot going on, a lot. And so how are you going to move? How are you going to stay sane in the process? Because there's a lot of fear going around. And so I just want everybody to stand on business, stand on your morals, stand on the word. Okay? You should have a foundation to stand on, because if you don't have a foundation, what happens? You fall. So stand on something.
Right now.
That's all I got to say.
All right. I'm on the Birds of Buzz. Like I said, we're on a behavioral movement. As soon as behavioral campaign movement, as soon as I hear the green light from the Election Commission, we'll keep you abreast. So so you can take advantage. So we are looking for some volunteers. Looking for we're looking for volunteers for our campaign, but also we're looking for solutions. I got a bottom up approach, and so if you guys got any solutions or any ideas, let's bring them to the table and see how we can manifest them. Right now, also the goal is to develop a skills bank of our community to see what kind of skills we have, and this is going to correlate with the legislative committees that I want to start when we win. And so instead of reading fiction books, we're going to read legislation and follow the allocation of dollars, and then take from the skills bank of our people that can take advantage of that. And if they don't have a business, we can connect it with Martine, the SBA, Nebraska Enterprise Fund. All these resources that exist already.
Grow Nebraska.
Grow Nebraska. Yeah. All these. God said we're destroyed because of lack of knowledge.
That's right.
I believe we got everything we need right now to accomplish what we need to accomplish. Mm-hmm. And if we don't, I'm gonna tell you, before we get out here, you got a prayer wall. Oh yeah, you got a prayer wall. Oh, my mama, and my grandfather, my granddaddy, my grandma that I haven't even met, all of them got prayers for me. And so what I do, I just how you wake up in the morning, and you might be a little equilibrium might be a little bit off. And I just walk over to the prayer wall, put me a prayer today. Okay, mama got this prayer. I'm like I'm drunk. I got a drunk prayer, but I'm drunk off life.
Hey,
I'm drunk off life. I pull out one of them prayers my mama from 1966 because I won 1965, and I use one of those prayers. Okay, all right, I'm saved today. So go to your prayer wall. Your mom and your daddy prayed a lot for you. Let's go to the prayer wall. Say, Mom, thank you for this prayer. I'm going to use this one today. I need this one today. So if you're going through something, just go to your prayer wall and keep your head towards God. That's all I'm saying. That prayer wall that's how you keep your head towards God, no matter what storms it is. I don't know if I was in the boat with Jesus, I'd probably say, Jesus, can you stop the storm? I'll probably ask that question. Did they ask him to stop the storm? Did any of the disciples ask him to stop?
I'm sure they prayed about everything.
They probably did.
Yeah.
Y'all pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure
they had to.
Y'all pretty sure they did. Omaha, the Birds of Buzz, be purposeful today. We're gonna play some classic blends, I guess. Some D nice, A nice, boss with us.
Boss with us.
These are the sounds of DJ A Nice. Turn it up.
All right.
All right. Ooh. I'm sorry I got here late.
Oh, that's good.
I got up, bro. My alarm went off at 6. It just took me forever.
No, I said I need only because we're getting older, it's hard to get out of bed.
I know. It's